Hello.
We're back in Paradise
Finally,
Killer.
for the final one.
That's right. We're
Probably.
gonna finish this case.
What if it turns out that we find a whole bunch more?
What was that?
Was that? It was like ripped Shinji.
Yeah. Where the fuck did that come from?
Why did we get a brief?
I mean, it was like a loading screen, but like we've never seen that
Yeah,
before.
we've never seen that before. More. What if at least Shinji?
Oh, you're cutting out again.
What if at the end Shinji becomes incredibly powerful?
And ripped.
And
That would be very funny.
come on, a way to sit my microphone.
Yeah, it's just like the same like clipping thing.
I think.
It's just like dropping in and out.
Because I'm.
Oh. I just heard "cause I'm."
I'm sat on a sofa.
Oh.
So further away from me, but I'll try and.
Okay. Yeah, it's really weird because it's not like, you know, it is just like cutting. Like.
I think this microphone's quite sensitive. You are to it.
Tio! No! 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 No!
Is Dio doing crimes?
Just leave your sister alone.
Dio. Boy, Dio. Doom.
Yeah, you're really cutting in and out. I don't. It was
Oh
fine
no.
for a bit earlier when before the stream. Okay, but now you're okay. I don't know what's.
Voice and video. Let's turn off automatically determine input sensitivity.
Okay. Yeah,
down.
I've usually turned that off.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like
Let's see if this is any better.
Aggressive. You sound better now. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Okay. Hopefully that's fine.
All right. Are you ready for?
Oh no, are we going straight into Doom Jazz? I thought we were done talking to him.
No, we gotta hang out with all these people. We gotta max our hangouts.
Right.
You got a sec, Doc?
Can you feel it in the air? No, that was Irish. That was definitely Irish.
Thank you. That was so good.
I'm glad we're getting Doom Jazz out of the way before people notice that the stream is happening.
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna miss out. I don't know if we can, if this is max or if we'll have to come back and do another one. I don't remember. It's probably max though. I assume most people are just have like one left. You've been spraying pheromones again?
The island is about to end.
The island is about to end. It's alright when he says it, and then I can copy it. This may be the last time we talk before you and Judge determine who's guilty.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, let's flirt with him.
We better not waste any more time then.
What?
Lady love.
Stop talking. Whoa! Okay.
Ooh. It's been wonderful to see you again.
Don't. You're never any good at the conversation afterwards.
Fabulous.
Take this, but save it till you're off duty.
Oh, a flamboyant
Flamboyant wine.
Maybe I'll see you on the next island.
It's been wonderful.
I hope so.
Alright, yep, we maxed it.
Great, okay, we're good. We're done talking to him forever.
Dead Nebula's freedom letter, rich and full-bodied. Good mouthfeel. Lingers on the tongue.
Lingers on the tongue.
Wow.
Great.
Okay, so supposedly, or I was looking up, you know, where the red thingies are. And oh. Where's my zoom in? Don't I have a zoom in?
I don't think you've ever had a zoom in.
Okay, well, I think right there, I think that might be it. That was one people said was generally the one they had the most trouble finding. And it
Your
does
red
look like
thingies?
there's a yellow like
Oh
border
yeah,
of a
you
thing
looked
to
up
pick up.
the
I did
right.
look it up. Yes, I looked up the which
Yes.
I did not find. It was very funny because like I found like there's an IGN guide and it has a list of these and I was like, oh perfect. And it's
Mm.
like lists the first. It has them numbered 1 through 10.
Mm.
Number 10 is described as TBD.
We couldn't find that.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, well, shit.
That's so
I
funny.
found some
It's
like
so funny that they put out the list without knowing where the last one was.
they like published this guide and they're just like, but yep, that is it. I found
Yeah.
some like Reddit posts and stuff where people are like, this is the one that we had I had
Someone
the
needs to
hardest
tell
trouble
IGN.
with. So
Is that the one IGN didn't know about?
I don't know. I didn't. Once I saw that they had one missing, I was like, I'm not going to see if I'm
Yeah.
not going to try to figure it out.
Bingo! Oh, it was a blood
Great.
crystal.
It's 5
Ooh,
blood
5
crystals.
blood crystals.
Yeah. Okay. Well, who is not maxed? Sam. Crimson.
Have you written yourself a list of which ones aren't maxed?
Well, I just have the achievement list open of my achievement list.
Right. Yes, I forgot that you had additional information.
Yeah. Kiko, Henry, Carmelina. Okay, Carmelina's right here. We can go talk to her. One Last Kiss. Yeah, we'll have to go back up to her. She might have multiple, actually, so we should probably go do her after Carmelina. Because I think you have to, like, go talk to someone else, or... I'm not sure what, like, the reset is, you know?
Oh, yeah. What if we get stuck with,
well,
one of them with more than the others?
Yeah. Okay, so where is... Carmelina? Huh?
Oh, Witness has something to say to us.
Oh, he does. I guess we can go accuse him of more shit.
Let's talk to Carmelina now.
Yeah. I was like, I thought she was close. I just couldn't find her in the thing. She's over here. Is this literally her?
What do you want, freak?
I was at a training thing yesterday. And one of the people I was talking to there had one of the speakers who was giving a talk there had a Scottish accent, and I fully like zoned out from listening to what he was actually saying because I was like, I'm gonna listen to what his accent sounds like to try and make my Scottish accent better. And then I realized I'd missed like the last 5 things that he said because I'd been concentrating too much on his accent.
Oh my god. That's very funny.
Which I feel like is not what the university was paying for me to be there to do.
Yeah, probably not.
But the thing he was talking about wasn't that his talk wasn't that relevant to my research anyway, so it's probably fine that I stopped listening.
It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, yesterday was like probably the least relevant out of the 3 days that I was there. And you Doom Jet's accent just dropped.
You missed it, Octosca.
Yeah, you missed it. We spoke to Doom Jets first.
Can I ask
and we've maxed out our relationship with him, so I don't have to say anything else.
We have achieved perfection.
She's French, right?
Yeah, she's French.
God, I can't remember what a French accent.
She just said it. You didn't hear her.
I want to give you something, investigator.
There you go.
That's weird.
An eye?
It's the eye of a worshipper of blood dancer. It's been preserved and reformatted into a storage device.
Craft is its own reward.
The chronicles of blood dancer have been imprinted into it. By examining the crevices of the eye, you may learn about the god.
The facts and the truth.
Blood Dancer caused multiple planet-wide genocides as he perfected his insane technology.
Yeah, but you know, who hasn't? There are always sacrifices for progress, investigator. Have you not heard of AI?
I think we doubt that.
Yeah.
I don't know if that is true, Architect.
It depends on your priorities, investigator. A life lived purely for others denies your true self. A life lived in balance sees a glimpse of potential.
Yeah, I don't think genocide is a life.
Lived in balance. It would be if I don't go around doing genocides, then I'm just living my life for others, and I really need to, consider myself a bit more.
This is some druid shit.
Do your job.
That depends on your definition of valuable.
We have achieved perfection.
Please go and enjoy the island, Lady Love Dies. Through it, you may learn more about yourself.
Thank you for your time, Architect.
Relationship improved. A preserved eye. Great.
Cool.
Cool.
Thanks.
Thanks, Carmelina. So glad we came to talk to you.
Uh-huh. Okay, let's get to one last kiss. Here is...
Miles away.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's kind of far away, but... Oh, yeah, that is...
But I feel like we've spoken to her less, so it would be good to speak to her.
Yes, I think we
first
should
to
go
give it
get
time to
her.
reset.
Yeah. She's just such a pain to get to.
Death Montserrat.
Yes.
So glad that we got so I'm flat sitting, and a friend has come to help me flat sit and is cooking dinner for me, and I'm glad we got the doom jazz part out of the way while they're cooking. They're threatening to come and listen at the door to hear my bad accents. Although there is just one door, so maybe they can hear me anyway. I've got to whisper into the microphone so they can't hear.
Yes.
Through the blood room?
Only the internet is allowed to hear.
Exactly. I'll let real life people hear the bad Scottish accent. Only the fake people who live in my computer.
Yes. Need to make a compilation video of all the Doom Jazz conversations.
No! That's blackmail material. Genuinely feel like there's definitely people that I would be more upset about being sent that than being sent, like, nudes of mine or something.
Yeah, I can believe that. You got time to chat? She's also French, right?
I have all the time in the world until the island ends.
Is the syndicate worth saving?
That's for you to decide. For better or for worse, the crime happened. The syndicate was on a straight path. Now the path branches. The truth you believe in will determine the fate of the syndicate.
I mean, the syndicate is not worth saving, but also the people who did it didn't do it to destroy the syndicate. Like, they're just gonna keep going with new people.
Yeah. I think we should. We gotta get rid of the entire syndicate.
I mean, I guess it seems like
if we can implicate
Sam
everyone and get judged to kill everyone. Sam and Lydia want to leave.
Yes, Sam and Lydia. I was like the other LD, and I can't remember her name. Yeah, Sam and Lydia.
Do you think Lydia calls Lady Love Dies LD as like a cute joke about them both having the same initials?
Maybe.
I'm choosing to believe that. I think it's Lydia
fun.
making a cute joke about them having the same initials. I read that one.
Yeah, sorry. Which branch do you think we should take?
We doubt the corruption. The syndicate is no place for paranoia and conspiracy. I think the syndicate is the exact place for paranoia and conspiracy. We have a holy cause. We have forgotten that. We are in a position to craft a perfect society.
Wow, I was not expecting her to be bought into this.
Yeah, I don't know why we thought she would be better.
Yeah, surprised.
Yeah, perfection?
You said there was no such thing as perfection.
So I did. The idea of perfection is intoxicating. We always let our guard down and stop believing in it.
We kidnap people from the real world and force them to worship our gods. They're pressed into service on the island, working in our factories and farms before being killed in a mass slaughter ritual. Hard to
Great point,
imagine
Lady
much
Love Guys.
perfection coming from that. Hi, Moose. Uh, it's a good
Moose,
game.
have you seen any of the previous
Yeah,
streams of this
yeah,
game?
we're at the very end.
We're at the very end. A lot has happened. Perhaps we should have wiped this slate clean?
That's
How do we do that?
I have no idea. They do what to people?
Good news,
Okay,
that's
so
not a spoiler. That's just the basic premise of the game.
yeah. So there's a bunch of like immortal people that live on an extra
Wait,
dimensional island.
we did max it, right? Yeah, we did. Oh no, hang out, come back
And
later. Okay.
they kidnap people from the real world and force them to worship their gods, which are super powerful alien beings. And then eventually demons get into the island, which are also just other super powerful alien beings. And then they have to destroy the whole island. They kill all the people on it in a mass slaughter ritual, and then move to the next island. But this time, someone killed the whole ruling council while they were like bringing the next island into being, and we were exiled for thousands of years from a previous island because we got tricked by a god. And we got brought back to investigate the deaths of the council because we're the only person who couldn't have done it because we were on our little exile thing.
And also, we are a cop.
Yeah, and we were like the investigator.
Yeah.
Everyone keeps calling us investigation freak.
Yes.
This guy's the witness to the end. He's like hyper religious.
Oh, we are maxed out. Oh, but no, we have something to actually talk to him about.
Yeah, we have a question.
Why did you give Sam a piece of god flesh to hide?
What did he tell you?
I don't.
You
like
first.
I needed somewhere to store the flesh. I am worried that there are people in the syndicate that would sabotage my research.
Who?
I have nothing concrete.
this. Sure.
And the why?
That awful nickname, Perfect 25. The desire for perfection now. They don't want someone proving the council wrong.
So you didn't use it with Sam to breach the fourth holy seal.
Oh yeah, also note that the red sleeves on his arms are tattoos and not sleeves.
Yeah.
This is the first I've heard of it being used with the fourth seal.
Don't test
We'll see
me.
about that. Alright.
May you reach the moon.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back to One Last Kiss just once, just because I want to see if that's like the trigger.
Oh yeah, and then also a couple of streams ago, we found a secret bunker that the architect of the island had her secret child hidden in, who was like fully an adult, who she had like trained to kill the council. So she's just had her child hidden in this secret bunker for like 25 years or something.
Oh, hi, Shinji.
Oh, also Shinji is a little demon guy and he's our mate. And he pops up all over the place and we say hi to him. Why are you doing this for these people?
I thought we were getting a new accent.
Oh, okay. Okay, new accent. Why are you doing this for these people? They locked you up for something that really wasn't your fault.
I was born to investigate.
This is so much more bearable.
Because you can't tell how bad it is because it's not. It's further away from your
Yeah,
accent.
Yes, exactly. I'm an investigator. I investigate.
Even if it's for a bunch of psychos that wish you weren't on the island,
Job's a job.
I guess. You'll have to go back and watch previous streams to hear the first accent. There's a lot of the first accent. Don't worry about that.
I think Moose meant the one you initially started with, which there are a couple of streams of. The one you did when we first started talking to Shinji right then. Yeah, there there
Yeah,
are a
yeah. There's
couple
there's
streams
at least
of.
a few streams with that accent.
Yeah, and then there's another one for longer before that.
Yeah, I think it was like the first 2 or 3 streams Shinji had basically my voice but talking a bit faster.
Yeah.
And then I decided that Shinji was putting on a bad cowboy accent as a joke. Which Seawolf didn't enjoy, which made it much better.
Yes, that's accurate.
Maybe I'll have that accent. Maybe I'll just start talking like that in all
Oh
future
no.
streams.
I gotta remember how to actually get up. Okay, right, it's over there. God.
Yeah, canonically, Shinji likes to do a bad cowboy accent.
Wait, is
I could
this-
try and do different regional American accents.
Oh boy.
Maybe I'll try a Minnesota one next time.
It's like when I hear you try to do like a Boston accent.
Boston.
I mean, the thing about most of these accents is like most people in these regions don't really have these accents anymore, or they're very, light because
Yeah, but there's
media
like,
has so homogenized them.
yeah, my knowledge of like regional American accents is mostly people from other regions of America doing their version of a specific regional accent.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Okay, I'm kind of not going in the right direction.
My main reference point for a Minnesota accent is
You're still up there.
Puzzle Agent.
Oh, right, because it's doing like a Fargo parody, right?
I agreed like I knew what that meant. I've got no idea what Fargo is. But I sounded so confident.
It's a movie, which is named after Fargo, South Dakota, but which North Dakota, sorry, but which mostly takes place in Minnesota. It does not actually take place in Fargo.
Is it good? I've heard of it a lot.
It's.
I don't know
mean,
anything about it. I've just heard people say the word Fargo.
It's one of the early Coen Brothers movies. It's like a crime farce. So I mean, it is.
And if you like crime farces.
Yeah, I mean it is a good example of those. It is just kind of the example of that stuff, pretty much.
Maybe I'll watch that to really get a solid reference for a Minnesota accent, and then I'll roll that out on the next stream. Chef Montserrat.
Right this way. Am I going the right direction now? Oh, I was going the right direction. Yep, Chef Montserrat. That's right. That's what we're looking for.
My accent has really slid back to the south of the UK, because I've sort of assimilated to Manchester a bit, but 3 days of being around a lot of academics from the south of the UK has really reverted my accent.
Octasha says my reference for Boston accents is Good Will Hunting and The Town. I mean that's Ben Affleck, right? Who is from Boston, I believe. But of course
those apples?
Yeah, of course he is. I mean, example again, obviously, where like in most movies he is not doing a Boston accent, but he can play it up.
Right. There she is.
This would be very funny if this is still no. No, okay, that is it.
We can hang out again.
Yeah, the scout, yes, is just a caricature of like a Boston. Yeah.
I have all the time in the world until the island ends.
How do you deal with a corrupt ruling class?
Enjoy
Guillotine!
investigator.
Guillotine! I think some societies have worked that out. No society has ever worked that out. The real world would be a different place if they had.
I feel like this is also a like the ruling the syndicate council was corrupt, we have seen in like things they did that were against the rules of the syndicate, but also that's not why they're bad.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't care that
There's a
Ice
difference between
Kiwami
corruption
had
and being
a
bad.
secret child. Like that's the corruption, right? It's shit
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. It's like that's not a problem. Actually, the problem is
Yeah.
the mass murder and the kidnapping.
Yeah, that was all above board.
Yeah, that's intentional. That's what they're supposed to be doing.
The ruling class are more insidious than the gods. They corrupt all that they touch, mutating society to be something that only benefits them. For every ruler that meets the guillotine, another takes their place. Society births them with no respite. That's why you gotta build a new society. What would you do?
Mass murder.
I think mass murder is my serious answer.
Murder the entire council?
A good answer. Misguided though, the entire council has been murdered. But do you think an egalitarian society waits for us on the next island?
No.
We could keep going until we get there.
All that remains are
I don't know what the answer is, but I'm here to hold them to account now.
Who watches the watchwoman? You get the Paradise Cycle unit and your gun back, but who do you answer to, Judge? Nothing is so simple.
I mean, you're right, it's not simple, but it is like...
I have enjoyed our conversations, but you have a job to do. Paradise needs saving. I will assist you where I can. Oh, investigator. I have something for you. I don't need it anymore. Here's my vibrator. Oh.
What? Because she's a ghost?
Yeah.
Okay. Why do I need it?
You are not a ghost. Never forget that the clock is ticking. And so is the cock.
Okay.
Great. We gotta watch.
We gotta watch. I don't know what to make of that. You always live in the shadow.
I may reach the moon.
Alright, she's maxed. Let's see. So we got... I know we have... Akiko and Henry. We have Sam. Okay, he's relatively close. Crimson. I think that might be it.
Oh yeah, Yuri was one of the first ones that we were best friends with, right?
Yeah, because
Which
we
is
just
very
had to keep
funny.
talking to him a lot because he was so
Yeah.
fucking suspicious.
Yeah. Oh, here's a watch because she's watching the Watchwoman.
Yeah. Oh, whoops. I'm on top of the bar.
Hi, Sam.
Sam, I'm just dropping in. Get it? Come on, Sam.
Boo.
Fancy a drink?
Is he also French?
Uh,
A drink?
it's something.
Why is everyone on this island French? This is my other blend, LD. Vortex. I trust neat is okay. This one has a punchier taste.
what the hell?
That sure hits you.
What the hell? I don't serve this to many guests. They find it too much. It's harder to appreciate, but you understand it, don't you, LD?
Got it.
Do you miss being an assassin?
What?
What? Death doesn't interest me anymore, LD.
But it was your calling for so long.
Being an assassin hurts too many people. I don't know what this accent is for Sam, but I'm enjoying it. I have a new calling, a new craft. Can't you see?
I really loved being an assassin until I realized that it hurt a lot of people.
I didn't realize that being an assassin would involve hurting too many people. Do you miss the Paradise Cycle unit?
Every day, being an investigator completes me.
Fancy a drink?
That's how I feel, LD. Serving the right drink can change a life. That's better than taking a life, isn't it?
This is like veering into like Tim Curry in Red Alert, like weird. Like I don't know. If someone didn't take a life, I wouldn't be here having this conversation.
That's true, isn't it? I've enjoyed our conversations, LD. I hope the rest of your investigation proceeds smoothly.
That's strange.
Is this our last chat?
I am under suspicion.
I am afraid I need to say goodbye to this bar one last time. So many memories.
It's been a pleasure, Sam.
Take care, won't you, LD? I'm so sad that I only hit on his voice for Sam right at the end.
We could have had so many
I
streams of
could
this.
have been doing this the whole time. And may you reach the moon. Hey LD, I'm a big red skeleton.
Let's see, did we have...
I did a lot of murders, but I'm also a pretty cool guy.
Yes, we did have Lydia.
Whoa, the sun came out.
Yeah, so Kiko and Henry. Somehow we don't, yeah, there's a few, like, other collectibles and stuff that we've missed. But yeah, just a Kiko and Henry, I guess.
Okay.
I think... Oh, Crimson. Crimson. Okay.
Do you have any idea how much we've spoken to each of those?
Crimson is probably the least.
Let's speak to her first then.
Yeah, she's also closest, so...
Nice. Hey LD, do you want to come back and drink some whiskey?
Just gonna have fun doing that for a while. Without any,
I just haven't realized that being an assassin would mean killing people. I thought I would be just asking them nicely to leave town for a bit.
They told me I was gonna paint houses.
They told me I was gonna paint houses.
And these are skins, right? Yeah.
Business is business.
No. What is her voice?
Business is booming.
Oh, okay, okay. It
Oh,
just
she's kind
sounded-
of British, right?
Got time for a chat, Crimson?
You still read much, lady?
Not a lot to read in the Idlelands.
Thank you.
Let me give you this. One of the citizens we brought onto the island was carrying a few volumes of it. It's my new favourite.
An
Enrapturing manga.
Negoshi's helicopter.
Thank you.
A humble designer dreams about flying a helicopter through the city.
Looks good. Does he achieve his goal?
You need to find it to read out. Wait, you need to read it to find out.
It's like, what? Was that intentional? I don't...
No, I just forgot how to read briefly. I'm so tired.
Yeah. This is you again.
What did you miss most in Exile?
The honest answer is whiskey. Oh, LD.
Oh.
A
You
good
guys.
whiskey. Hard to forget the taste of Sam's drinks.
Good work.
Hard to say goodbye to Sam's blends, right?
Sure would have helped take the edge off 3 million days up there.
I'm glad to be back.
A lot of good times in the old islands. Immortality was a fun thing to experiment with. Endless possibility.
People started settling down, though. It didn't end because you got exiled.
Is this about me getting married?
Partly. All of the syndicate got boring in one way or another. Montserrat started cracking the whip about building better islands. Akiko got to stick up her ass. Doomjazz only knows so many tricks. I'm glad you got married and found happiness, but you left me behind.
Sorry.
We didn't think of polyamory.
I didn't realize. I thought we were just fooling around.
Don't be coy.
We were. I enjoyed it, but I wanted it to last longer. Flirt!
It's been an eon, but we could pick up where we left off. If only once before this island ends.
Don't be a tease, lady.
I'm not teasing.
Just a one-time thing, right?
I'm solving the mass murder of the council after being in exile. I'm not in a place to make long-term life decisions.
Good.
Works for me.
How many of these
We're
people
just gonna-
can we sleep with?
See how many of them we can go around and sleep with before accusing them all of murder.
I missed you, Crimson.
I missed you too, lady. Remember, this was a one-time thing. We keep it business now.
We'll see what happens on the next island.
Enrapturing manga. Crimson's favorite manga.
Is, did we tie Crimson into the crime? I can't remember. We've tied, I know we've tied everyone else. I'm trying to remember.
It seems like
I don't know that she
No, it seems
actually
like she didn't-
does.
do anything.
Yeah, she might be the one person who's
She
innocent.
might be the one person who didn't do anything. Her and One Last Kiss.
Oh right, she did. She acquired the key to one of the seals from on behalf of Witness from KHX, but that was basically like
Yeah, because she's a secret
she's an information
dealer.
broker. Yeah, so
Yeah,
he
the
just hired
information
her.
broke
Yeah.
the seal for the Witness.
Mm-hmm. She seems to have like genuinely not known what it was going to be used for.
I feel like we've become really used to all of their weird names. We're just like, yeah, Dr. Doomjazz, that guy.
Yeah.
The normal thing for someone to be called.
All right, Akiko and Henry. Gotta have just one left with each of them, I think.
Surely. Also, I think we generally speak to both of them every time we go there, so...
Yeah, they should be at the same one at least. Into the red zone.
I'll wait to the desolation south. It's very funny that we unlocked the fast travel thing over here and never used it once.
That's true. It's just the fast travel's kind of not very fast anyway. 'Cause you...
Grand Marshal Akiko 14.
And it costs. But not that that's a big deal now.
Yeah, we've got a lot of crystals.
We got a minute, Akiko?
You're going to die.
Humor me. Do you still collect war relics?
Why do you care?
Friendship, Akiko. We've been through this.
Fine, yes.
Oh, I'm glad to be
Okay,
back.
good.
Centerpiece.
Sure. What's the centerpiece of your collection?
Centerpiece?
The most important part.
I'm a soldier.
They are all important, Prost. The relics are created through the actions of soldiers giving their lives in combat. How can one be more important than the other?
That's a good way of thinking about it.
I know. Take this. It's a shell from a demon I killed in Romania, before the Syndicate. Chivalrous war relic.
She is the troop respecter. I mean, she's also the head of the troops. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Why? You hate us.
Why are you giving this to me?
Ungrateful Tikalos. I tried this friendship since you were so insistent. If you don't want it, don't have it. No, it's... Yeah, so we were surprised.
Sorry, I was just surprised, not ungrateful.
I'm a soldier.
Good. Now that we've played this friendship thing out, we're done, right?
That is true, Moose. That's definitely also an archetype, yes.
Yes, we became friends. You got what you wanted. You can leave me alone now.
Sorry.
That's what you wanted, Kiko.
That took longer than I was hoping. Goodbye, Nenoroshito.
Still calling us, bad words.
Petrified shell from a demon that Akiko killed.
May your night be bright.
And may you reach the moon.
Hey, Henry.
Henry is the best character.
Let's talk, Henry.
Is this helping? These little chats helping you work out who did it?
I'm getting a picture of the island. I understand the crucible of crime better. The crucible of crime.
The crucible of crime. Like what you see?
The islands can't continue like this.
How are you gonna fix it?
Oh.
Well, that's a job for the next island. I need to find the truth first.
What?
You promise you're gonna do something?
I'll do what I can. The Syndicate is a slow ship to turn.
I hope you'll stick to that. Whatever.
Okay. That's Henry maxed.
Have we maxed everyone?
I believe so. Let me check. Yep. So there's a bunch of collectibles we haven't got. I don't know where those are.
I don't think we care about those really,
Yeah.
do we?
Some of them were nice, like the ones I would have liked to get is all the whiskey bottles. We don't have all of those.
Oh
those
yeah,
give
because you get little scenes
you
from
get
those, don't you?
the perfect 25 flash forwards.
Mm.
The other ones, and then there's like speak to every Shinji. We have not spoken to every Shinji.
Yeah. I think it seems unreasonable to try and speak to every
yes,
Shinji.
there's so many. I don't know.
So many Shinjis.
Yeah.
We spoke to a lot of Shinjis.
Yeah, we've got a lot of Shinjis.
I feel good about the amount of Shinjis we managed to speak to.
Yep. All right, well, let's go to the judge and save before we talk to the judge. I don't think there's... Yeah, I mean, I think we've cleared out our leads.
Yeah. I guess let's go speak to Judge.
Yeah. Okay. So where is the judge again? I mean, they're at the courthouse.
I think we should try and leave Lydia and Sam out of it.
Okay. Well, we'll see how this plays out.
I'm just saying, that's my goal.
Judge. Did that not work? There we go.
Getting there.
Well, this is the courthouse, but I need to actually go find the steps to it.
Mm. Ah,
There we
Use
go. And
Jet monster
here's...
out. Ah, good idea.
Game saved.
Just gonna-
Game
In case.
saved.
Maybe you should say one in the third slot as well, just in case.
What?
Judge.
What are these two different things? Oh.
Whoa!
Oh, okay, that's right, that's right. That's,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't remember that the skull was the gun.
Hmm. Yeah, we're gonna have to shoot everyone. Maybe it'll turn into a first-person shooter once we're done with the court case. Maybe Judge sounds like a cowboy.
She did just speak.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Or they.
The investigator. Are you our savior as well?
Is paradise worth saving?
Is paradise worth saving? Are you ready to start the trial that will determine the fate of the syndicate? Have you found facts and crafted a truth? I'm ready to work through this with you, Lady Lovedyes. We shall examine your case files and cast light upon the shadowy recesses where truth lies.
The door to truth will open.
Are you ready to begin the trials, Lady Lovedyes? This is the point of no return. Ensure that you are happy with your evidence and reasoning. There is no going back.
Alright. Well, let's go.
There is going back because
expose
we
the
have an extra
truth.
save file.
That's right.
Lady Lovedyes.
Are you sure, Lady Lovedyes? This is the point of no return, where we descend into the madness of crime. The penalty for anyone you convict of any crime will be death as dictated by syndicate law.
Any crime. Well, okay,
Yeah, this is why
everyone's
we've got-
dead.
Yeah.
Hey, Elvac.
Please be sure. Start the trials and cross the point of no return into the abyss of crime.
Time to breathe life back into paradise.
It's time to breathe life back into paradise.
By killing everyone. I'm overjoyed to hear that. Please wait while I assemble the suspects in the Chamber of Justice.
Ooh.
The trials begin!
Paradise
Paradise hangs in the
balance.
balance. Oh, I really hope this is an entirely new game mechanic. Let me explain how we shall uncover truths and lies. We will hold a trial for each case file logged in Starlight.
Show me your truth.
You will choose which suspect you wish to accuse and present your argument against them. I am an impartial tool of justice. I shall analyze your evidence and determine if you have proven your case. Can you break alibis? Can you put the suspect at the scene? How strong is your case? All that matters is that justice is carried out. I am not interested in speculation and weak prosecutions. I need the truth. We will find the suspect responsible for each crime.
The door to truth will open.
The door to truth will open. Anyone found guilty will be executed. This is the crime to end all crimes. Anyone involved cannot be allowed to infect Perfect 25 with their criminality. You will do the execution. The investigation freak will execute justice.
Wow, Judge.
Be confident about who you accuse. Are you clear on how the trials will work? Do you need me to repeat this? No, I don't think we need the
Let's breathe
repetition of it.
life back into paradise.
By killing everyone.
I'm ready to go. Let's breathe life back into paradise. Whoa. Judge?
The island is ending. Our home shatters before us.
Do your job.
This farce has gone on for long enough. It is time to move to this new island, Judge. I am the acting leader. I initiated the shutdown.
Aha.
I am the leader.
The prime suspect has been sitting behind bars while the freak runs around the island chasing down false leads.
How dare you?
You have until the end of the island to do your trial. The truth may not be as simple as you believe, Architect. I'm doing this for the good of the Syndicate. Perfect 25 is waiting. You can't do that.
Don't test me.
Judge, the clock is ticking. What does this mean for the trials?
We don't have much time, Loved Eyes. The white smoke of oblivion threatens to consume the truth. You will have one desperate chance to find the truth for each case file. Make it count.
This is nonsense.
The rest of the Syndicate are in agreement. It is time to move on and execute Henry. Fuck you. You're overstepping your authority, Architect.
It is a shame, Elvac. I was thinking that.
Is this a fact?
Judge, let's
Or a
breathe
trick?
life back into paradise. I'm gonna keep saying it.
Loved Eyes, you're authorized to once again wield your service weapon. Take hold of a chamber full of justice. Use it at the end of the trials to execute the guilty. Any involvement with this heinous crime carries the sentence of death.
How dare you?
Judge, this is severe. This is the crime to end all crimes. Any amount of involvement is a heresy against the gods and atrocity against the Syndicate. Or do you disagree? I do not. Be strong in your accusations, investigator. The penalty for any of these crimes is death. Any involvement.
It's been a while since I executed justice.
The journey into truth and
The journey into truth and justice begins.
Okay.
I guess talk to Judge?
Speak to the suspects and collect your gun. We'll commence the trial shortly. Okay.
Okay, so now we can collect gun.
Key item obtained.
Investigator's gun obtained. Lady Loves Dies gun for executing the guilty.
Okay.
You have retrieved your gun. I hope you appreciate how serious your accusations will be. Yeah, you said. Return to the stand when you are ready to talk.
Okay, but we could talk to each of these people with Crimson.
Hope you know what you're doing, lady. You better have the evidence you need for whatever you're planning.
Oh boy. Doctor.
Love dies. If you prosecute me, will I get conjugal visits?
Sorry, Doc. The punishment for this crime is going to make that difficult. Henry.
This is a formality, right? I'm lined up to get my head blown off, aren't I? I don't have the Henry's voice.
This is what we're here to find out. I like that he's still, like, got his hands up.
I feel like his arms have kind of fused into that position at this point.
Lydia, Sam.
I like that they're just one person.
Yeah.
Hey, LD, we're cool, right? We're in the clear, aren't we?
We'll find out at the trial, guys.
Yeah, you guys are cool.
Witness.
Lady Love dies. This is it, isn't it? The reckoning. The future of paradise. I hope you make the right choices.
So do I. Yeah, you're not gonna be in there. Yuri.
Freak. Get this over with. We all know who did it. You're wasting my time.
Akiko. Grand Marshal.
Nenorochito, you better get this right. Henry did it and needs to be executed. Wrap this up. Oh, I've got bad news for you, Akiko.
Architect.
This is nonsense.
Investigators, this island is ready to die and new one started. Do not delay in prosecuting Henry. All of the evidence points to him.
Okay, well, I guess let's talk to Judge.
Yeah.
Lady Love
Hazelnut agrees. Investigator, we'll begin the trials. Truth or fact? Henry's escape. Henry allegedly escaped during his execution, broke through the prison bars and headed to the council building, murdering the martial guards, traversing the holy seals, and killing the council before being apprehended at the scene. Truth or fact? How did Henry escape? How did the accused killer break out of incarceration? Is it as the report states, or did something else happen? Henry Division is alleged to have escaped the desolation cell and murdered the council. Investigator, peel back the shroud of inscrutability and bring forward the sweet smile of truth. State your truth! It's Akiko, right? She took him there.
She does, but also Witness is the one who does the thing with the... Yeah. Use the advice, or the device. But not... I guess he didn't...
I think...
He probably gave it to...
I think he gave it to Akiko.
Yeah.
But I think Akiko was the one who actually like let him out and took him.
Yeah. Dead killer demon. Great.
Accuse. Yeah, look how much evidence there is.
Yeah. I think that is yeah. That's why I'm wondering how this is gonna work when they're like, you have to accuse one person, because most of these had multiple people involved.
Yeah.
Like, we're pretty sure Witness, gave her the
Yeah,
thing
Witness
that
was involved.
activated Henry. But
I
yeah,
think
I don't
she was,
think
like,
they
the
activated
main-
Henry until they got him out of... They
Yeah.
got him to the syndicate building.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just do this. Previous convictions, none.
Nah. Oh, she's gonna get some. Suspect confirmed.
Crime cannot
I believe this
hide.
was part of a plan by Akiko.
Ned Argito. The freak is lying. Tuata hasta el porcarie. The Grand Marshal broke the primary suspect out of the prison she put him in.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Construct a truth. Yeah, let's start with the time frame.
Sure. The time frame in Akiko's report doesn't match up. There's no way Henry could have got off the desolation cell, made it to the council building, traversed the holy seals, and murdered the council, and be found at 0003. Akiko lied.
Nenorachito, you're out of your mind.
Tasinay bitin gura gunoilul. Grand Marshal, respect the civility of the courthouse. Do you have a proper response?
I'll kill you.
She's making that up. The freak is making me out to be a liar. She's cooked up a little story to frame me.
How did Henry cross the island, get through all the seals, murder the council, and exit the building by 0003?
Esti Prost, he's got a demon in him. The demon gave him speed and strength.
There's no evidence to suggest that.
That's correct, Grand Marshal. Your word here isn't good enough. You're speculating without any evidence to back it up.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Construct a truth. Let's go with broken bars.
The bars on the prison bridge were supposedly torn open by Henry with his demonic strength. Starlight analyzed the bars and found traces of thermite, not demonic residue.
I have a
Thermite is a
bad feeling
military-grade
about this.
explosive that burns through pretty much anything. Akiko faked that part of his escape.
Grand Marshal. Never trust computers. Her little calculator got it wrong.
Akiko's response, computers are bad.
Pretty good response, to be honest. Henry is demonic. What does Starlight know about demons? The freak tried to analyze something that Starlight doesn't recognize, and the closest match is thermite. Residue sample, 68.7% thermite, 29% barium nitrite, 2% sulfur, 0.3% polybutadiene acrylonitrile. No traces of unknown chemicals found.
Thermite is an anti-material weapon and burns at extremely high temperature.
When love dies,
Akiko used
all
it to
that
open the
remains
prison
are
bars
the
and make it
facts.
look like Henry escaped.
This is a lie! A good truth. Please let us sample some more.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Construct a truth.
I don't remember what broken
Hiko's
procedure
alibi
is.
breaker?
Sure. I mean, I think we're just gonna do all these, right? Probably.
Yeah, I guess so.
I can break Akiko's alibi.
The truth requires us to examine Akiko's alibi.
Akiko went to execute Henry, but alleges that Henry escaped at 2352. She claims she found him outside the council building at 0003.
I called witness as I left the desolation cell to go to the barracks to organize the search for Henry.
That was just...
No, wait. I called witness as I left the desolation cell to go to the barracks to organize the search for Henry. Can anyone confirm that the Grand Marshal returned to the barracks?
The marshals...
At least the voices are distinct enough that
Yeah.
you could tell who was doing the
yeah.
wrong one.
The marshals confirmed that she went back to the barracks.
I don't.
However, it is hard to take their word, as they are fiercely loyal to you and refuse to give me any physical evidence.
Did you confirm the phone call?
Akiko's phone records are apparently classified, and the investigator isn't allowed access to them. Witness confirmed he got a call from Akiko.
Crime cannot hide.
I took Witness's phone and analyzed the records at a comms tower. Starlight did some backtracing on the calls, and it appears Akiko lied. The call she made to Witness wasn't from the Desolation Cell. The comms tower puts her location at the Syndicate HQ, which throws her timeline of events into question and puts her near the scene of the
Do
crime.
you want to die?
Guarda, tua tarfa mincinoasa. Watch your language in the House of Justice. She's lying. Her little pocket calculator is wrong. She hasn't checked my phone. The data is incorrect.
Paradise feels wrong.
Witness testified that on the call from Akiko, he couldn't hear the Desolation Cell's distinctive, dreadful atmosphere or the ocean.
I have a bad feeling.
That
about
isn't
this.
conclusive proof, but it still suggests she wasn't where she claims.
The rock of secrecy has been lifted and the truth exposed. The Grand Marshal's alibi has been broken.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Construct a truth. Yeah, I guess just work our way through it.
Sure. Akiko broke procedure when she went to execute Henry. She shouldn't have gone by herself. She was either doing something illicit or giving him an opportunity.
Ha! Is that the best you've got? I thought you were supposed to be the investigation freak. Speculating with nothing to back it up seems like a poor showing for Judge's big hope. I mean, we've already presented a lot of other evidence. She's right. That is speculation and not evidence.
Show
Okay.
me your truth.
Present your evidence. Yeah, Henry Alibi Baker.
I can break
Henry's
Henry's
alibi.
alibi.
Lady Love dies. Henry stands accused by everyone except you. Do the facts lie? Do you believe in the official version of events?
No, the truth is distorted.
Crime is
The facts are
repulsive.
wrong. Henry didn't go to the council building by himself.
Fuck yeah, this is getting interesting.
Got it.
Henry remembers almost nothing about last night except
This is the
seeing
New Night
New
part.
Night.
It just confused me by calling it Henry's
Yeah.
alibi breaker.
Yeah, it was in that way in the evidence, even though it's like
Yeah.
his alibi is that he murdered the council. Like,
Yeah.
he specifically remembers seeing the goddess. She didn't speak to him. He saw the goddess. The only statue of New Night is in the barracks, and a normal citizen can't know that because the barracks are classified.
Henry has been in the barracks, though. That's where detainees are processed when they're arrested.
The statue is in the main barracks grounds. Prisoners don't go through there, correct, Akiko? When I was arrested on Island 13, I only ever saw the entrance to the barracks, which connect directly to the underground holding cells.
I'm not answering that. It's classified. Grand Marshal, you'll be found in contempt if you refuse to answer. Fine. Arrested individuals are taken through the main gate and directly down into the holding cells.
The facts and the
Henry could
truth
only have
are
seen
not
New
the
Night if he
same.
went through the tunnel that connects the desolation cell to the barracks.
When he was arrested and taken to the desolation cell, he'd have to go through the main barracks grounds, though.
Don't test me.
That was 10 years ago. He's lost all of his memories from that incident. The only thing that he remembers is New Night last night.
This sounds like a stretch, investigator.
I don't like this.
The only way to get to the council building from the desolation cell in the window of time stated is via the front gate of the HQ. The nightmare computer logs on the HQ entrance have no record of Henry going through them. I don't believe he went through them.
If he didn't go through the entrance, this whole case is thrown into disarray.
The demonic sigils that cover Henry's body were found daubed in blood at the scene of the first Seal Marshals.
What of them?
Henry doesn't draw those symbols. There are no records of this occurring, and it is not in line with how the demon inside him behaves. The sigils formed on his skin through the projection of demonic language from the demon inside him. The demon scorched him with its own anger.
Did the demon make him draw them?
No, the demon doesn't micromanage Henry's actions. It just sets him on a path. Henry doesn't speak the demon's language either. I find it unlikely that Henry would perfectly recreate the sigils from a language he doesn't speak.
How did they get there, then?
Most likely drawn by whoever was trying to frame Henry.
Couldn't he have copied them from his own body?
Only if he had a mirror and the time to do it.
Very well. Excellent work. You have taken the lid off the box containing the truth. Henry's alibi is broken.
Show me your truth.
Do we want to talk about the inhibitors? I guess. I feel like this is not an actual thing, but I mean, I don't feel like it doesn't hurt
Yeah,
to talk
about
about
the
it.
inhibitors.
Henry was dosed up with inhibitors. How could he have escaped if he was fully stated?
Doctor, was his dosage correct?
The island is about to end.
Yes, Judge, as it has been for the last 10 years. Do you have anything to say, Grand Marshal? The demon inside him tricked us. It waited for the right moment. The inhibitors have never been right, but we didn't know. Doctor?
Theoretically.
That's sorry.
That's quite the claim. It would mean the demon was capable of plotting and fooling us for a decade.
Strange.
There's no medical evidence to suggest that this happened.
Paradise feels
very
wrong.
convenient that the demon pulled the trick off right at the end of the island. Why not attack sooner?
This isn't hard evidence, but I am taking it into consideration.
Show me your truth.
All right.
That's it.
The prosecution rests. I have nothing to present.
You have proven that the official version of events for Akiko and Henry's movement last night are total fantasy. Combined with your evidence, you have created a truth that glints brilliantly in the light shone by the facts. I have considered your truth, ruminated on the implications, soaked in the facts, steeped in the leaves of veracity. examines the grains of legitimacy. There is no jury here. I must leave it to the impartial sword of justice within me to stab through the heart of the lies and let the blood of truth flow. A truth is revealed. A truth is known. A truth proves Akiko guilty. Do you have anything to say, Grand Marshal? The harsh light of truth has shone upon your crime, and you will be sentenced to death. You were sworn to protect our beloved council. You pledged your blade for so long. You were a beacon of purity. Now you'll be executed and the marshals will lose their leader. The island sequences will never be the same again. Why did you do it? You said I wouldn't hang for this. I beg your pardon, Grand Marshal. This was never part of the plan, you pompous Tarfer. Who are you talking to? Carmelina! You said this would work. Now I have a gun to my head. If I'm going down for this, so are you.
Oh, yes.
Yes, 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 yes.
The ravings of the guilty lashing out.
The ravings of the guilty lashing out. I have no idea what she's talking about.
Tell us everything, Akiko. You have nothing left to lose. If you were set up, you can have revenge.
I like that it's not you could get off.
Yeah, there's
you
no
are
way.
gonna die.
Yeah.
You promised to induct my soldiers into the syndicate if I helped you. Now I'm going to be executed. Chaos assassina de rahat totuleste. You used me. You weren't careful enough and now I'm going to die. I faked Henry's escape. I was supposed to deliver him to outside the council building, phone witness, and report that I'd found him after the council were dead.
Oh.
Carmelina?
Do your job.
She's lying. She's been found out in her own little scheme, and now she's trying to take innocent people down with her.
Well, we'll get to you, Carmelina.
I took Henry through the barracks to the council building. The official report is a lie. Lady Love dies.
Sounds like a conspiracy, Judge.
Open a case file.
Oh my god.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Oh, how many of these are we gonna get?
Yeah, maybe the stream isn't gonna be shorter.
I was like, this is taking like 20 minutes to do the one that is not a very complicated one. Your facts have become the truth. Okay.
Maybe this is actually going to be the longest one, because it seems like we can't leave and save.
Right, that is true.
Lady Love dies. While you're in here, you do not have access to the phones you have been using to record your progress. Well, you've been using to record your progress. Would you like me to save your progress now?
Yes.
Yeah. I will save your progress before the next trial begins.
Thank you.
Okay, great.
This is why I made 2 save slots.
You're so smart.
I could have just made it in the second one now. But...
Yeah. But you like to save in the first one. Henry's demonic possession. A decade ago, Henry became possessed by a demon, killing his mother and allowing demonic corruption to spill out into the world. The area around his apartment was sealed off and became the dead zone. During his arrest, he killed the syndicate's exorcist, Gray's bloodlines. For the last 10 years, he has been contained and sedated in the desolation cell with inhibitors. True for fact!
Mostly true.
Oh, I forgot. I was like, Judge is going to read this out now.
I'm sorry.
Investigator. Starlight has logged Henry's possession a decade ago as a case file related to the murder of the council. Is Starlight being overzealous, or do you believe there is something there that warrants investigation? Was someone else involved with Henry's possession and the demonic invasion that spelled doom for the island? Gonna get Yuri!
Yeah,
Take
that's
your
right.
truth!
So this is not the murder of Gray's bloodlines. That's a different thing, even though that's mentioned
Yeah, this is
here.
Henry's possession.
Yeah, this is who got Henry possessed.
Mm.
And yeah, that we think is probably Yuri. But let's see who else we have.
Yeah. We don't have much evidence. I feel
We
like we maybe
don't-
aren't going to be able to convict Yuri.
Yeah, we might not be able to, but
We can try. Let's give it a go.
yeah, it's not gonna be
Oh,
enough.
yeah, I mean,
I
yeah,
think.
I mean, we've got evidence that he accessed the books and stuff, so...
Right, it's just circumstantial. I think
Yeah.
it's gonna be not enough.
Look at his mugshot.
Yeah, he's so mad. Oh, these are great. Oh my god.
Sam's is great.
Witness is a nonplussed.
Yeah, let's have a go.
Okay, well, we'll try it.
Suspect confirmed.
Is this a fact or a truth?
I believe Yuri pushed Henry down the path to possession.
Don't make me laugh.
I thought you were supposed to be an investigation freak. You've got nothing on me.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Construct a truth.
Got it.
Inside a safe in Henry's apartment is one of the forbidden tomes of demonology from the library vault.
What are you talking about?
What's that got to do with me? Which book?
The Grimoire of Majida.
A frightful tome. How did a citizen come to obtain one of the restricted texts?
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Construct a truth. Let's start.
Sorry. Henry told me a
I was
stranger
gonna say the other one is much
supplied
better
him with
evidence.
the tome. Yeah, I'm building up to it.
Okay,
Lead to
yeah.
his possession. Someone took a shine to him and slipped him restricted text.
What are you talking about?
And do you think it was me? You're a joke. I had nothing to do with this. I don't consort with citizens. You'll need better evidence than this. Present your evidence. Construct a truth.
Really, I would also like to present the evidence that Yuri is been.
A piece of shit.
Well, I was gonna say the whole like made a deal with a god thing or whatever, and he's like,
Oh,
it's-
yeah.
Crime cannot.
That would be
hide.
good.
Yuri accessed the vault that contains the books on demonology. I believe Yuri took books on demonology and gave them Henry, preying on a vulnerable mind and pushing him towards communicating with the gods. The plan was for him to become possessed.
Plan?
Don't be naive.
The freak wouldn't know a plan if she saw it. She's just making up stories and you're going along with it.
Don't be snide with me.
Exile caused her brain to rot. You're letting the freak fool you with lies, speculation, and fiction.
I have a bad
The plan will become
feeling.
clear in later case files. There is a conspiracy at play, and I need you to trust me. Okay, good. If I get this wrong, you can reverse the conviction. I'll go back to the Outer Lands, and Yuri can walk free. Someone committed the crime to end all crimes, and the path to the truth is a winding one.
What?
We cannot go on trust. This is not justice. Do not dare to lecture me on justice. I am justice incarnate. The court trusts the investigator.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Contract. That's it.
Yeah, that's we're gonna come back to this one.
Yeah, we'll get back to Yuri. I have considered your truth,
Don't
ruminated on the implications, soaked in the facts, steeped the leaves of veracity, examined the grains of legitimacy. There is no jury here. I must leave it to the impartial sword of justice within me to stab through the heart of the lies and let the blood of truth flow. Truth is revealed, a truth is known, a truth proves
Find
Yuri guilty.
I will be
Haha, eat shit, Yuri. This is unacceptable. Do you know who I am? I have been chosen. I will be on the next council. This freak has taken away my destiny. I will burn the syndicate to the ground.
It is cowardly to insinuate
Yuri, be quiet. No, I'm the blessed servant of my goddess. I was destined for greatness. I helped you, and now I'm going to die.
I think this
Yuri,
is...
this one was explicitly conditional. You should really have kept
Yeah,
your mouth shut.
you are not actually screwed already. You are making it bad.
Yeah.
Craft is its own reward.
These are the ravings of someone deceived by a god that has been caught out.
I have a bad feeling about
Is this true, Yuri?
Pathetic.
He promised me a seat. Oh, she promised me a seat on the new council and to retrieve enchanted blue from the real world.
I am the leader.
Nonsense.
Insufferable.
I got Henry the books on demonology, sent him down the dark path. The plan needed the island to end. Henry provided the answer.
The truth lies within a conspiracy.
It's so funny that Yuri admitted it.
Yeah.
You fucking idiot, Yuri. Moose reckons Judge wants to just kill everyone and has set this up to do it. Or is using us as a tool to do it.
I think the problem
Judge
is Judge is not a character. Like, Judge, we talked to Judge at the beginning of the island and now at the end. And it's just like, Judge is a
Judge
device.
is like fused with the island
Yeah.
in the name of justice.
Like, that
to become,
doesn't
like,
mean
an
that
impartial
can't
tool,
be what's happening, but
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
like, there's nothing...
That's not how it's been presented.
Yeah, we just have
Although
nothing
maybe
to
if
go
Judge
on.
like decided that everyone on the island has become corrupt and like that this was the only way to get justice, then I could see that maybe. But yeah, we were brought back because we were the only one that wasn't there. Lady Love dies. While you're in here, you do not have access to the phones.
Yes.
Save. Save. No. I thought you were gonna save over our other save for a second. Truth or fact? The murder of Grace Bloodlines.
Here we
Grace
go.
was a chief exorcist, and Henry was convicted for a murder which he allegedly committed during his arrest. One Last Kiss seems to think she was set up to die. Truth or fact? Grace Bloodlines was murdered 10 years ago. I presided over the trial. I saw the sun's light cast the shadows from the terror and leave only the truth visible. I'm here now.
You didn't have me on the island 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's a good point, Moose. Do these terrible events from a decade ago have a link to the tragedy of last night?
Yeah, Moose, I think that... Because, like, again, I was assuming that was going along with basically Love Dies' conditional thing, which is like, pronounce him guilty and you can reverse it later if it doesn't add up. But I guess maybe, so then the most charitable reason, like, reading is that Yuri knows basically, or is confident at this point based on what's already happened, that like he's not getting out of it. Like they're all going down.
Yeah, Yuri's like, oh no, the evidence that she's got for later will actually
Yeah.
get me.
I investigated at the behest of One Last Kiss.
Who is One Last Kiss?
Don't test me.
The ghost of Grace Bloodlines. She's on the island.
A ghost of a murder victim 10 years ago is on the island?
The truth is all around you.
Is that so hard to believe, Judge?
Poof!
Can you prove you are who you say you are?
She wasn't in here, right? Like, she just appeared?
Yeah, I think so. Haunted, complex, present, drifting sands, satellite. Confirmation. Grace Bloodline's unique blood code.
The investigator is here.
One Last Kiss asked me to find her resting spot. I unlocked her blood vial, and she confirmed the code independently.
It's so nice to see everyone again. What do you have to do with the murder last night?
Do you understand, investigator?
I was murdered 10 years ago, allegedly by Ellie, who everyone here would have you believe is the council murderer.
What mysteries
She's
are
the only one having a good time here.
It makes you think, doesn't it? What if the two are linked?
One Last Kiss asked me to investigate our murder. She believes there's more to it than the official version of events.
Do you suspect her?
What, One
No.
Last Kiss? No.
Is that just because they've both got French accents, Elvac?
No, I believe she's a victim in all this.
Well done, investigator. You have seen the truth clearly. Paradise gets even more bizarre. The trials continue. Lady Left Eyes, drive us along the highway of truth. State your truth.
I don't. I was like, God.
It was Carmelina, right?
Well, Carmelina. Let's see here. Right.
Yeah,
yes,
she
because she has the wedding ring. Yes, that's right. Accuse her of her own murder.
With no evidence.
Yeah, with no evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I just like
when
judges
I think
like
it's more Carmelina. I think Akiko helped by leaving the room and stuff. I think Carmelina.
I think it's Carmelina. I was just like, when judges like, do you think Grace Bloodline was involved in this? And I was like, I've never thought. I don't think so. We haven't had any. Like, it's like, oh, should I think about that? But no, I don't think there's any indication. I think she was just moved out of the way by death.
J'accuse. Suspect confirmed.
Crime is repulsive.
I believe Carmelina was the architect of her murder.
Architect? This is nonsense! You have no evidence!
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Construct a truth. Yeah, let's just work our way down.
Shouldn't we at this point also be able to like just ask Akiko, because Akiko's like,
yeah, I feel like we should be like,
she's
hey,
confirmed
Akiko.
death, so like we can just ask her and she should just tell us everything about this.
Yeah.
Which maybe
Akiko
will
will
maybe
try
happens. When Henry was arrested, Grace was meeting with Carmelina. Carmelina requested to accompany Grace on the exorcism. This is unusual, as it would place Carmelina in an unnecessary amount of danger.
It may be unusual, but it doesn't prove she is the perpetrator.
We have achieved perfection.
Of course it doesn't. The investigator is trying to prove a fantasy. You may have placed me in danger, but the pursuit of knowledge sometimes requires risk.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Construct a truth.
While Grace and Carmelina were not to Henry, Carmelina sent a message to Akiko. She instructed her to leave Henry and Grace alone together. This message was intercepted before it was scrubbed from the server. Carmelina forgot to use encryption.
Architect?
Craft is its own reward.
I have no recollection of this. It sounds like a fabrication.
Show me your truth.
I found a photo of Grace's body that had been excluded from the report. It was hidden on the barracks server. It showed the strangle marks on Grace's neck. Doomjazz took a look at it and suggested they were done by someone that wore a wedding ring. Carmelina wore a wedding ring at the time when Grace was killed. I suspect that Carmelina killed Grace when Henry didn't step up and do it for her.
We have achieved perfection.
This is tenuous, isn't it? Anything could have caused that mark, couldn't it? Doctor?
What?
It is my firm opinion that this was done by a ring worn on the wedding ring finger. Bruising can contain very detailed information.
This is nonsense.
Preposterous. The doctor would say anything to a pretty face. What? Are you saying you're not pretty, Carmelina? You need to get better self-esteem. Back off, architect.
Do your job.
Leader. We'll see about that. Why would architect Carmelina have killed Grace? Bloodlines, Doomjazz has gone Irish again.
Yuri gave Henry demonology books. Henry was being set up to end the island and possibly be scapegoated for the murder of the council. A dead exorcist means that the demon in Henry would still be around and useful when it came time to pin the blame on someone for last night. When Henry didn't kill Grace Bloodlines, Akiko stepped in and framed Henry, giving him a history of murder.
This sounds like a conspiracy, investigator.
I believe so, Judge.
Very well.
This is nonsense.
Absolutely not. This is a farce. Hold your tongue in the halls of justice.
Show me your truth.
That's it.
Like, most of this game has been, you know, maybe not quite 50-50 of Love Dies and then other voices, and this is like...
Yeah, the me committing to doing all of the other voices is really coming back to haunt me.
Yeah.
Darcy's final exam. You have presented a veritable treasure trove of facts. I have considered your truth, ruminated on the implications, soaked in the facts, steeped the leaves of veracity, examined the grains of legitimacy. There is no jury here. I must leave it to the impartial sword of justice within me to stab through the heart of the lies and let the blood of truth flow. A truth is revealed, a truth is known, a truth proves
Finds
Carmelina guilty.
guilty.
Grace Bloodlines was murdered by the hand of the architect.
I do feel like the judge is giving us a lot of leeway here.
So this is the truth. Thank you for your work, investigator.
How dare you?
What? How dare you?
How dare you?
This is nonsense. This trial is over.
I am the leader.
Ellie will be executed and the freak will be sent back to the Idle Lands. This is my courtroom. I am justice incarnate. You do not have the authority to end the trials. You have been found guilty. You will receive your punishment. You have been a naughty little girl. The trials continue. I think Judge is like horny for this.
Yeah.
The murder of Glaze Bloodlines, convicted. Your facts have become truth. Lady Love dies. Do you want to save?
Yes.
I will save.
Getting saved.
True or fact? Who killed the Holy Seal Marshals?
Akiko.
The first Holy Seal that protects the Council is made of 2 high-ranking God Justice Marshals. Fearsome warriors trained to neutralize potential threats to the Council. Who killed them and how? True or fact? Last night, the talent hand of death reached out for the first Holy Seal guards. They were butchered at their post. Who snatched the life from them? Was it the accused, or is there another truth skulking on the periphery of our knowledge? They were elite marshals and gave their lives guarding our beloved council. How were they killed and why?
Yeah, about those elite marshals. I don't know.
I guess explain.
I have reason to believe the killer may not have breached the seals last night. There's evidence that points to one or more killers breaching the seals and planting the tools for murder 2 days ago.
What about the murdered guards?
They were murdered last night, but their murder may not be tied to the actual murder of the council.
Mine is
I will show you the truth.
Investigator, please review your case file and confirm who you wish to accuse. State your truth. Akiko.
Yeah, it's Akiko.
Oh, yeah, let's check the...
Oh, interesting. Well, is this related to
No,
the
I
murder
don't
of the
want to accuse
marshals?
Lydia.
I don't think this is
Nah, it
related
wasn't
to
Lydia,
the-
it was Akiko.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely Akiko. I was just like, I didn't really consider all that stuff related to the murder of the marshals.
Yeah, we talked about Lydia's knife being suspicious and stuff.
I guess, yeah, her knife was suspicious, but I think that her coming in was to get the demon in.
I feel like we could convict Lydia. There's a lot of circumstantial evidence, but Akiko did it. And
Yeah.
we like Lydia.
Yeah, I mean, we know that Akiko, because this is the stuff about that she swapped them. Like, they're not the actual marshals. That's the big thing.
Oh yeah, because she took 2 prisoners.
Yes, she took 2 prisoners out and replaced them, and then she killed them.
The facts and the truth are not the same.
The Grand Marshal.
I
holds the
forgot that we
answers.
knew where she'd got the prisoners from.
Yeah.
Nenorchito, you're out of your mind. Wait. Nenorchito, you're out of your mind. Esti plindera hat. You dare accuse me of murdering my own marshals? Esti Bolnav.
I mean, you're already gonna die. Like, is this really worth putting up this fight?
Present your evidence. Construct a truth. Oh god, okay.
They're not your marshals.
An unexpected glint of truth in the riverbed of mystery.
Test me.
The dead bodies of the first seal aren't marshals.
That's a lie, Nenoroshito. Where are the real marshals? Barrett?
I mean, yeah, we suspect they're in the barracks, but we don't actually know. I guess we could say our suspicion.
Yeah, say our suspicion.
I have a bad
My
feeling
suspicion is
about
somewhere in the
this.
barracks.
Do you have anything to say, Grand Marshal? Toro min huna installazione tarfa curva. Grand Marshal, this is a courtroom. Keep your language in check, by which I mean English.
Yeah. A blood sample from the dead guards doesn't match any records for the marshals.
She is lying. Her little PDA got it wrong. Did Starlight get it wrong? Is this really the truth? I love all of Akiko's little rude names for Starlight.
This is the truth, Judge. The blood doesn't match. Those bodies are not marshals.
Did you run a DNA test on the
I
bodies?
don't like
No.
this.
Doomjess told me that the server containing the necessary DNA files had been corrupted.
Is this true?
How?
Yes, Judge. My system's automated backup failed. I checked the one on the moon and that had corrupted as well. Can we recover the data? The only people that can are on the next island and we're in lockdown. Do you suspect foul play? There's no way to tell. Troubling. Carry on, investigator.
Is this a fact?
Akiko refused to let Doomjazz examine the bodies.
Why?
She didn't want to dishonor their sacrifice.
This is a break in procedure. They gave their lives in service. Their bodies should not be desecrated by an examination.
When love dies,
I believe she was trying to hide that the blood didn't match.
Why?
crime.
Akiko is in a relationship with Captain Voth, who was stationed at the first seal last night.
Don't you dare say his name, Nedoroshito. Do not dishonor him with your lies. How do you know this love
I
dies?
don't like this.
Crimson testified to it.
Sister, Miss Acid. I can't divulge my sources, but it's true.
The facts and the truth
Relationships
are not
between the
same.
Grand Marshal and her troops are expressly forbidden. Doomjess testified that the council had found out about her relationships with her troops.
Relationships with her troops. Plural.
Yeah.
You really can't keep anything to yourself if you see a bit of leg, can you?
I had nothing to do with this.
I'm sorry, Akiko. I never thought you were involved with any of this. I'm duty bound to aid an investigation. Did it work? Did you get laid? Fustan Gyu.
Yes.
It did work. He did get laid, yeah. Enough! Do not taint the sanctity of this church of truth.
Ai's Kawami told them that the council were going to strip her of her authority on the next island. If Akiko knew this, it would give her motive to kill the council.
Soldiers are sworn to give their lives in service. As their commander, I didn't take the honor of a glorious death from them. Switch bodies?
Then why did you switch the bodies?
The bodies weren't switched. You've made this up. Can you prove the bodies weren't switched, Grand Marshal? There are records in the
Crime
barracks.
is repulsive.
Let's see.
Oh, Judge, the barracks have become Akiko's own private fiefdom. The marshals are not loyal to the Syndicate or the gods. They're loyal to her.
Crime is repulsive.
Any proof she can magic up from the barracks can't be trusted.
I agree with you, investigator.
Paradise feels wrong.
Akiko didn't want her troops to die. She knew about the murder and switched them.
Can you prove that?
Paradise feels
Akiko
wrong.
removed 2 prisoners from the barracks prison.
Do you have proof that they are the murdered guards?
No, but they're unaccounted for. They were never logged back into the prison after being removed.
Can't even make up a convincing story for her lie.
I don't like this.
The maintenance shed near the council building shows signs of habitation. There are drag marks and human waste inside.
Crime cannot hide.
Akiko stored them in there and switched them out when the time came.
Do you have anything else?
Show me
Yeah, a
the
lot. Present your evidence. Construct the truth.
I don't like this.
The guards were killed with a damaged blade.
A damaged blade?
The lacerations on their throat were ragged. This indicates a blade with nicks or damage would have caused them. Akiko's sword is battle damaged and would have caused the messy lacerations on the victims. Akiko staged the guard murder and scapegoated Henry. This fits with her plan of faking Henry's escape.
What's the grand plan, Love Dies?
Well, we've got more case files to go, Judge.
What about the head blade Henry was found with?
Got it.
Henry's blade was a new, perfect blade. It doesn't have a serrated edge. It wouldn't have made a ragged cut.
The facts and
Akiko
truth
staged
are
the guard
all
murder and
same.
scapegoated Henry.
Don't test
She made a
me.
mistake or got too cocky, though, and didn't use the right blade to kill the guards.
Do you have anything else?
Show me your truth.
Alibi broken.
Akiko's alibi has been broken.
Show me your truth.
Previous conviction.
Akiko staged the guard murder and scapegoated Henry. She has a previous conviction. Why else would she have aided his escape?
Show me
That's
your
it.
truth.
Good work, Love Dies. I've considered your
You ought to
truth,
read this every time.
ruminated on the implications, soaked in the facts, steeped the leaves of veracity, examined the grains of legitimacy. There is no jury here. I must leave it to the impartial sword of justice within me to stab through the heart of the lies and let the blood of truth flow. The truth in this case file sparkles brilliantly. A truth is revealed, a truth is known, a truth proves. Akiko guilty.
Is this a fact?
Got
or a
anything to
truth?
say about this one, Akiko?
Nenorachito, you're out of your mind.
I was ordered to kill my troops. I would never do that. Bonds born on the battlefield cannot be broken.
You have no evidence.
That's a lie.
This is nonsense.
She's lying. I switched the guards out for prisoners and killed the fakes.
Why didn't you admit to it when you told us about the rest of your involvement?
Nenorachito.
Are you stupid, Tarfa? Before all this, I was a soldier. I will be a soldier until I die. Soldiers always see their mission through. I was not going to have my name further tarnished if you hadn't got the evidence. I will be executed regardless. Soldiers must maintain their dignity no matter what.
The truth becomes clearer.
Judgment has passed. Yeah, they're all falling apart. Lady Love dies. Do you want to save?
Getting saved.
Truth or fact? KHX is missing. KHX is the Syndicate's master craftsman and designer of the second holy seal that protects the council. He hasn't been seen for a number of days. Truth or fact? Our craftsman KHX is missing. Was he the victim of a crafted tragedy? He disappeared a number of days ago. Strange for a Syndicate member, but suspicious because he crafted the second holy seal. Did someone try to obtain the secret from him? Investigator, do you know what happened to KHX?
Got it.
He's dead, lying on the rocks on the coast of the island.
Dead? The fangs of Depp gripped this island so tightly. How could this happen? Investigator, please review your case file and confirm who you wish to accuse.
Yes, Octocto, she was promised she would get to return. She would not be sent right back into exile.
It'd be pretty funny though.
Yeah, that would be wild.
We've got to keep you in exile in case there's another crime so that we know that you didn't do it.
Yeah, so this is the one I wasn't sure about who actually killed him. We know that Crimson got the key from him.
I mean, I'd rather accuse Yuri than Crimson because I quite like Crimson.
Yeah. I'm like, the thing is, I'm not actually sure why he was killed.
But because someone wanted the information about the second Holy Seal.
Right, but Crimson got it and gave it to Witness.
Yeah.
Like, she just, like, seduced him and got it. And then...
Yeah.
He was obsessed with Crimson.
Yeah, I think she just fucked him and got the information.
Yeah. Well, he was going to tell... So he sent a letter to Crimson that he was going to tell Montserrat that Crimson took it. And he was obsessed with her. So maybe she did kill him.
Yeah, but I don't want her to get in trouble.
Yeah, but we did find his... Yes, we found Yuri's ring. Correct.
And Yuri shut down the boat rides.
Yeah.
And we do hate Yuri. I think that's exactly how it works, Octasco.
I think Yuri might be an accomplice. But I think it sounds like...
I don't know. Like, there's hair there because they had sex.
Yeah.
I don't think Crimson did it. Like, he's the one who was trying to hide the body.
Right. I'm just not sure why.
Crimson was
who
just there.
sent him to... It doesn't seem like he would do it on his own. Like, somebody sent him to do it. Did Crimson send him to do it? Like...
It doesn't seem like...
It doesn't seem like she would do that. I'm not sure. This is one where I was like, I'm not sure exactly what happened.
Get that.
It does seem like the evidence point, like the direct evidence points more towards Yuri being the one that actually killed him. But we just...
Yeah, like there's other reasons for Crimson's hair to be there. There's not really other reasons for Yuri's ring to be there.
Right. Yeah, it is Death Fist. Yeah. It's interesting. Because he was definitely obsessed with Crimson, like, in a way that, like...
He might have cut some of her hair when they were having a relationship and kept it because he was obsessed with her.
Yeah, like, I could definitely imagine a thing where, like, she ends up basically killing him in self-defense, pretty much, and then hides the body, because he's, like, being a creepy dude. He's like, she's gonna be my queen. But yeah, the like, this stuff just...
Let's accuse Yuri.
Yeah, okay. I believe Yuri's behind the disappearance. Want to save me some trouble here and cooperate, Yuri?
I'm not going down without a fight, freak. You need to prove it.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Yuri's ring.
KHX's dead body was clutching Yuri's ring.
How do you know it belongs to Yuri?
I don't.
Lydia confirmed it. Yuri had apparently lost it. In this case, he lost it in the hand of a murder victim. KHX had it in a death grip. I believe he pulled it off in the struggle when he knew he was going to die. He held onto it in death to give us a clue.
Someone is trying to frame me. They stole my ring and planted it at the scene. Is there any evidence that the ring had been planted?
None. The fist was gripping it tightly. If it had been planted, it would have had to be done before rigor mortis set in.
This is unacceptable.
You people are out of your minds. This wasn't me.
Show me your truth.
There are drag marks leading away from KHX's workshop. I believe Yuri killed him to get the key to the second seal and tried to hide the body. Well, I don't know about that.
Those could have come from anywhere. This is a farce.
Show me.
Unless it's like Yuri got it for Carmelina and then Crimson got it for Witness and they were working somewhat independently.
Because I think there was various people trying to get through various seals.
Yes, yeah. We do know that there's multiple plans to get through the seals, so... Yuri shut down the boat rides around the island the same day that KHX went missing.
Don't test
Yuri
me.
picked a bad place to dump the body and needed to make sure it wouldn't be found.
Yuri?
Pretty
Shutting down the boats is one of my duties. There's nothing else with the ordinary.
Why do it early?
All that remains.
Who cares about the boats? They're only there for citizens to try and block out the mundanity of their existence for a few minutes. I shut them down early. So what? I was just getting work done.
Show me your truth.
The truth shines like the moon on a cloudless night.
Was this part of your orders as well, Yuri?
how dare you?
Ooh.
Fine, I got the key for the second seal for her. KHX was an unfortunate casualty.
Okay.
Craft is its own reward.
This is the ravings of someone deceived by a god that's being caught out.
We'll get to you later. And you got it by force?
Nonsense.
It wasn't supposed to be like that. I offered him a council seat and hoped he'd turn. We fought and I smashed him with a tool he had lying around.
How did you get the key from him?
Pathetic.
His laptop was unlocked. It wasn't hard to find.
Insufferable.
I copied the file, dumped his body, and left.
Believe what you want.
Nonsense. I've considered your truth, ruminated on the implications, soaked in the facts, steeped the leaves of veracity, examined the grains of legitimacy.
I don't need that. I don't know if we need that, Judge. He just confessed.
There is no jury here. I must leave it to the impartial sort of justice within me to stab through the heart of the lies and let the blood of the truth flow.
Which is good, because it was looking kind of circumstantial.
Yeah, I'm glad he confessed. A truth is revealed. A truth is known. A truth proves
Finds Yuri.
Yuri guilty. Judgment has passed. Look at Yuri's angry little face.
Yes, he's so mad. Yes, let us save.
Getting safe.
Okay.
The second holy seal. The second holy seal protecting the council has something to do with the obelisk on the beach, revealing the answer to something in space. True or fact? Lady Love dies. What is the second holy seal and how was it breached? Take us for a holiday to the land of truth. Let us sip cocktails of facts on the beach of justice.
With the help of KHX, the Council constructed a puzzle-based monument system on a plateau on a desolate planet outside of our solar system. The door in the Council building acts as a portal to this antique part of space. The obelisks on the beach provide the solution to the puzzle and are activated using KHX's key.
Or starlight?
The key carries a protocol which handshakes with the obelisk nightmare computer. Starlight can crack it.
Investigator, please review your case file and confirm who you wish to accuse.
So in this case, we know there's multiple people. But yes, Lydia is the main person.
No, not Lydia. Oh yeah, let's get Yuri again. Yeah, there's flowers. He knows about the secret of the obelisk. He wore his little hat. Lydia couldn't get through to him.
Right, so I think both of them went through, it seems like.
Yeah.
But she went through at a different time. She went through earlier.
Yeah, she went through earlier.
Yeah, 2 days ago. To get the Yeah, this is interesting where it's like, because I think, yeah, both of them did it.
Both of them did it.
At different times.
Mm.
For different purposes. So.
Yeah. So let's get Yuri.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm curious how that. Yeah, I'm curious as we go further that there's going to be more of that, right? But there's like multiple people that did this, and especially when we get to the council murder, there's 3 different murderers.
No, because we like Lydia. Lydia just wants to leave and wasn't allowed to.
Yeah, I guess is like you could accuse people who haven't been accused yet because yeah, Yuri's already condemned, so you don't need to you don't need to condemn him to death again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Lydia. If at the end of this we kill all the rest of the syndicate, and Sam and Lydia get to just leave because that's what they want.
Yeah, like Sam and Lydia don't want to continue the syndicate, so I feel fine about them getting to leave because they just want to go back to Earth and be mortal and then die.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work for Sam, but
yeah, Sam reckons he can just go live on Earth and it'll be fine.
Are we gonna have to accuse? I don't know if we are gonna have to accuse Lydia or Sam of anything.
No, I think we can work our way around it. It might be difficult with the demon. I reckon we can get witness for that. I mean, yeah. I mean, we can always just accuse someone else and then not find the other person.
That's true.
And not find them guilty.
They might not be guilty, yeah.
We can just, like, pretend that we don't know anything about Lydia and Sam.
It is funny, that was all the last evidence we got was on them.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we could have just skipped that.
Yeah,
okay.
Accuse Yuri.
Sure.
He's getting a big pile of convictions.
I believe Yuri had a plan to get through the seal.
You've got nothing on me.
I thought you were supposed to be an investigation freak. You've got nothing on me.
We just got done talking about how you murdered a guy to get the key to this seal.
You're double convicted, Yuri.
Like specifically the thing that is used for this crime.
Yuri was found guilty of KHX's murder, and KHX created the second seal. But I need more than that. Do you have any evidence of him going through the second seal?
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Construct a truth. Logs?
Is this a fact?
The Nightmare computer attached to the obelisk shows that Yuri accessed it. This means he knows the secret of the second holy seal and had the data key from the KHX.
What business is it of yours?
That doesn't prove anything, freak. It doesn't mean I went through the seal. He's right.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence.
I'm glad.
Yuri is not.
Yuri slipped up under questioning and admitted knowing the details about the second seal, something he'd only know if he went through the seal. Just using the obelisk doesn't mean you would know what is on the other side of the door in the council building. You would have to step through to find out.
That doesn't prove he was in there last night. It doesn't prove that he used the key. Someone could have told him what the inside of the second seal looks like.
Interesting that they say specifically last night, because yeah, Lydia, like we were talking about, did not go through it last night. But...
Present your evidence. Construct a truth.
I have a bad
Space
feeling
helmet.
about this.
The council have to traverse the plateau in space and use astronaut helmets to do so. One had been discarded outside the entrance to the second seal.
Crime
The
cannot
same pink
hide.
petals that Yuri wears in his hat were found in the same spot.
Is this a joke? Petals? Is that all you've got, freak?
I can break Yuri's alibi.
Tell me about Yuri's alibi.
He claims he was in the celebratory gardens directing the fairy woman. The architect said she saw him earlier in the evening as he left to perform his duties.
Do you have anything that contradicts this?
Crime is
Lydia told me that
repulsive.
Yuri was unreachable for a period of time around the time of the murder.
Don't test me.
Yuri claims that's a byproduct of the burst from the reality folding drive.
There have been instances of that.
The facts and the
At the
truth
precise
are not the
time when the
same.
entire council were murdered,
A troubling coincidence that points to a truth.
I have been chosen.
A coincidence proves nothing.
Crime cannot hide.
it doesn't have to. All I have to show is that there's a gap in your alibi. Gaps breed possibility, and there's possibility that you weren't where you say you were. Your alibi relies on an unprovable coincidence. There were no other reports of communications blackouts, and past occurrences of them are extremely rare.
The court agrees. Yuri Knight's alibi is broken.
Show me your truth.
That's it. I have considered your truth. No jury, impartial sword of justice, heart of the lies, blood of truth. Truth revealed.
The court finds
Yuri guilty.
Crime cannot hide.
Was this part of your orders, Yuri?
When love dies.
Does this have anything to do with Carmelina's child?
What child?
I have a bad feeling about
The truth lies within her alibi.
You need to disprove Carmelina's alibi, investigator.
What?
I had nothing to do with the delightful events of last night. I was at witness's apartment all night until we were summoned by judge for the crisis meeting.
That's true. The building logs confirm her entry time at 9 p.m. and her exit after the murder.
Are you able to disprove it?
Witness stepped out onto his balcony for 5 minutes to take a call from Akiko. Carmelina was accounted for in those 5 minutes.
It takes more than 5 minutes to get to the council building, commit a crime, and return, doesn't it? And the building logs would have registered her returning.
Sorry.
That's true.
Love dies.
Except when Carmelina architected the island, she constructed a network of trans-dimensional corridors that allow her to move across the island in an instant.
I am the leader.
That is absolute nonsense! Secret trans-dimensional corridors? Are you serious? Is the truth really hiding in these bizarre
Is this a
facts?
fact?
I found Carmelina's son in a hidden vault on the mountain. His name was Dynonagate, and he gave me this key which unlocks the corridors.
Don't test me.
From this vault, the corridors connect to Witness's apartment and the council building.
Crime is repulsive.
In the 5 minutes Witness is out on his balcony taking a call, Carmelina could have used a corridor to get to the council building. I don't know why this is coming out here. Also, we could just go look if we could leave the courtroom. Like, I
Yeah,
could
yeah,
show
we can
you
show
the
you.
corridors.
This is a shocking revelation. Can you prove it?
Starlight can verify my movements. Oh, okay. We've got our
Use
logs
the
of us
LLD travel
teleporting.
between the exits of these corridors in 0.021% of the time it would take on foot.
Do your job.
This is all a lie the investigator cooked up. I have verified Starlight's data. Lady Love Dies is telling the truth. Why not create a corridor straight into the penthouse?
Have a bad
I don't
feeling
believe you can
about
make a
it.
corridor if you don't know the destination. Carmelina has never been to the penthouse, so she couldn't make a corridor to it. There is a corridor leading from outside of the penthouse back to Dynonagate's vault. I believe he inherited his mother's power to make corridors and escaped back to his room by making a corridor.
I never expected anything like this, Love Dies.
Carmelina had a window of opportunity and used it to travel via her secret corridors, get Dynonagate, and deposit him in the council building. Carmelina went into isolation 25 years ago. Why? No one knows.
'Cause she was prego.
She claimed it was to work on a new project, but no one in the syndicate ever saw what the result was. I think she had a child in secret.
Who's the father?
Ice
I
Kawami.
Kawami.
He and Dynonagate had the same blood. Ice took his own life years ago. Dynonagate killed himself when I found him.
Why?
We'll get to that later, Judge.
This sounds like a conspiracy. Architect's Carmelina alibi is broken. I took Carmelina's pet killer through the seal.
Don't test me.
You took Dynonagate through the seal.
And the rest of the seals. I delivered the killer to the penthouse.
Can you prove that?
I'm going down anyway. The third seal is a bloodlock. Dynonagate has council blood.
Ice Kawami. She got herself a killer that could bypass the seal.
Paradise
And the
feels
4th seal.
wrong.
You need to have godliness for that one. She took god flesh from crying grudge and fused it to Deinonegate. The barrier opened right up.
What?
I did no such thing.
What happened after that?
The kid was supposed to kill everyone and the second seal would leave him locked in the penthouse. I waited for him to finish. The council were just coming out of their meditation, so they should have all gone down easily. Then I heard gunshots and the kid came limping out. He created some kind of magic portal in the wall and disappeared.
You're suddenly cooperative.
You vile insect.
I've been played. Carmelina messed up and now I'm going to get a bullet for it. If I'm going down, so's she.
Yeah, she already got convicted of another crime too, so don't worry. What about Henry? Was he part of the plan?
Of course, he was the scapegoat, set up to look like the killer years ago.
What about the blood in Henry's stomach?
After the kid disappeared, I went in to get blood from the council. I bottled it and made Henry drink it outside. It was supposed to be the perfect cover. I only grabbed a bit of blood. It was everywhere. I don't know what it was, but there was something weird in the shadows of that room. Yuri has confessed, and Henry's alibi is broken.
Crime cannot
Anything to say,
hide.
Carmelina?
Do your job.
You sniveling little servants. I am trying to achieve perfection. I created Perfect 25.
Nonsense.
This is how you repay me? You all make me sick. You turn on each other as soon as it aids you.
When love dies,
Did you
all
create a
that
child to kill the
remains
council?
are the facts.
Don't dare to accuse me, freak. I have nothing to say to you. Judgment has passed. The second Holy Seal convicted. When are we going to get to see Rip Shinji again?
Shinji's gonna show up at the end.
Who opened the third Holy Seal? The third seal is a blood lock coded to the blood of the council members. I need to find out who opened the lock on the night of the murder. Truth or fact? Someone breached the third Holy Seal and took a step away from innocence towards crime. Please bring us a meal of truth so that we may gorge on justice.
Yeah, Mary, that was all technically the second Holy Seal, even though we went through all the rest of them in that section. We got Yuri's confession. Through everything.
Yeah, I guess maybe if you only half investigated, then you'd need...
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Lady Love dies. What is the third seal?
A blood lock that is coded to council members. To get through it, you either need council blood in your body or a sample to trick the lock.
It doesn't seem like a great lock
Yep.
if you can trick it with a sample. Yuri has already given us a confession. He says he took Deinonegate through the seals. Yuri already had a death sentence for his part in the second seal, and Deinonegate is already dead.
Oh, yes, they did. But do we want to talk about
No.
it?
Nope. Nope. No one else. That's it.
Well, the thing is, if we don't,
Mm.
are we going to get to nail witness?
Mm.
This is the issue. Is Sam and Lydia were helping witness. And
Yeah, let's try and get witness.
I'm just not sure. Yeah, like we can't leave witness in charge of the syndicate. That's a terrible
But-
plan.
What if what do we know witness did?
We know he lets loose the demon,
Mm.
but we have to.
So are we going to be able to get him for something later?
I think we can get him for the demon, but we have to show how the demon got there, probably. Well, I mean, I guess we don't have to because the demon's there. Like the corpse of the demon is there. So
Yeah.
But I'm kind of like, because this is the blood lock. The blood lock is the.
I think we can accuse witness of this.
I think we've got.
I mean, Witness definitely didn't go through the seals. He had other people do it for him. Like, he has... His only direct connection is that he did the little phone thing to activate the demon.
I just don't want to get Lydia and Sam.
Yeah.
I think we can get Witness later.
So you want to say no?
I either want to say no or have a go at accusing Witness of this.
We can try. I just don't remember what evidence we have for Witness.
We know that he had access to blood, I think.
I think so, yeah. I think that's true. I guess we can do this. Yes, someone else went through the seal.
Yuri has testified that Henry was set up as a scapegoat. Will this change your truth? Who went through it?
Yeah, I mean, Henry could have gone through it. Yeah, this is the actual...
Yeah.
Well,
But
he was keeping it. I don't know that he's... I think the answer...
I don't know if Sam actually went through.
I think the answer is probably that Lydia went through it. Oh, it doesn't
There's
give
no
her
evidence
evidence.
for Lydia. Is there any witness evidence?
Oh, there's no witness. Okay, so I guess it's Sam.
Oh, I don't want to accuse Sam,
I
though.
know.
Can't we just accuse Witness and be like, oh, we haven't actually got any evidence, though?
Yeah, he did do it. Yeah, so he's, I guess, the one who used
Yeah,
it
I think Sam did it.
2 days ago. With Lydia, like, she was helping him because she drove them there and then, like, broke in. And then I guess Sam's the one who actually took the thing all the way through. But you don't want to accuse Sam.
I don't want to accuse Sam.
God, this fucking image is so...
Ah!
What is going on? Why? Like...
Ah!
I guess we've never seen him with his sunglasses off. Yeah, I mean, Dynonagate is like doesn't really, like technically you could accuse him. It's just like
we already know that
the same
Dynonagate
thing.
went through
Yeah,
there.
that's judges like, did somebody else go through? And you're like, yeah, Dynonagate, and they're just be like, no, somebody else love dies.
I think we should just accuse Witness and then say that we don't have any evidence.
This is gonna undermine our credibility.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess it's faster.
We have saved. We could always just reload.
That's
and
true.
then be like,
could.
nope, there's nothing else related.
Yeah, that's true. We don't have to get everything right.
Yeah. Yep. Suspect confirmed.
Crime is repulsive.
You just look like a dumbass, yes.
Surely this is a joke.
Leave Witness
Surely
open locked.
Joke.
Show me your truth.
Nothing.
The island is dying, and you come to me with no evidence.
The island is dying and you come to me with no facts. Yuri already confessed to taking Dynonagate through the
The
seals.
court finds Yuri and Dynonagate guilty.
Okay. That's fine. Let's save in a different spot.
Oh, well, I could have done
Oh.
that.
Sorry, I was eating chocolate.
That's
The
fine.
fourth holy seal lies deep within the dense fog of truths, mysteries this island has to offer. Lady Love dies. What is the fourth holy seal?
It requires godliness to pass through.
Godliness? How do the council pass through it?
I don't.
Montserrat owned a piece of Crying Gludge's flesh and a pendant that would allow him to open the seal. This means that the council can only enter with Montserrat.
Yuri's already given us a confession. He says he took Deinonagate through the seals. Yuri already has a death sentence for his part in the second seal, and Deinonagate is already dead. Do you believe there is more going on here? Did someone else go through the seal? Yes, so that Carmelina has got flesh, right?
Well, that she used on Deinonagate. That at least that's what Yuri said.
Yeah, so I think we need to like actually convict Carmelina of this, right? Oh, Witness carved it off. Yes, okay, we can get Witness.
Did take flesh off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Witness and Carmelina both carved flesh off and then gave it to the people that ended up using it. Neither of them actually used it directly.
Yeah, let's
we can try.
I still think we can get Witness for this. We do actually have evidence this time.
Is this a fact?
I believe Witness is the one who went to the seal.
Heresy!
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Construct a truth.
The fact
Crying
and
Grudge
the
said.
truth
I went to
are
see
not
Crying
the
Grudge.
same.
He told me that Witness carved a lump of his flesh off.
Got it.
I believe he went through the seal using that lump of flesh.
A god was defiled? What is this heresy?
Sure.
Crying Grudge has some stories to tell. His flesh was used to breach the fourth holy seal.
Unthinkable.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence.
Paradigm
Construct a
still
truth.
stands.
Sam told me that the god flesh he had in his safe was being stored for Witness, who said it was for the good of the Syndicate. Sam claims not to know what it was when he was given it.
You blindly accepted god flesh, Mr. Daybreak? Witness is a holy man, isn't he? He has never been officially ordained.
Is that a thing?
His heart is holy. He works for our gods, doesn't he? He is an old friend, isn't he? You always help old friends, don't you? The Syndicate comes first.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. What about Witness's alibi? Tell me about the alibi for Witness to the end.
Witness and Carmelina were in Witness's apartment last night. She arrived at about 9, and they stayed there until summoned for the crisis meeting. While in his apartment, Witness received a call from Akiko to report Henry's escape. The apartment logs confirm his story. Witness interrupted his conversation with Carmelina to use his phone at midnight.
How is that relevant?
That was the time when the council were murdered. I believe this is relevant later.
Do you have anything that contradicts his alibi?
Nothing. I don't believe he left his apartment last night.
Very well. His alibi is unbroken. You haven't been able to break Witness's alibi. You can't prove that he went through the seal.
The facts and the
But what if he
truth
went
are
through it
not the
before the
same.
crime to set up the crime?
You can't prove that either. If you believe Witness is guilty of murdering the council, you can try to prove it in that trial, not this one. Yuri already confessed to taking Deinonagate through the seals.
The court finds Yuri.
Okay.
Yuri and Deinonagate guilty.
So yeah, you'd have to go after Sam and Lydia for these.
Yeah. Do you want to save?
All right, you want to save in the last slot?
Yeah. The first slot is before we started intentionally covering up evidence. Dead killer demon. Okay, this is where we might be able to get Witness. Lady Love dies. You have a case file about a killer demon inside the penthouse. The truths in play grows bizarre like an old tree grows gnarled. A killer demon? What killer demon?
I have a bad feeling.
I found a
about
dead
this.
killer demon inside the council penthouse. There aren't supposed to be any demons on the island.
A killer demon in the council penthouse? What was it doing there?
Killing. It has the blood of several council members on its claws. It was involved in the murder of the council. It appears that it burst out of a hidden security crate and attacked the council.
How did it die?
Montserrat shot it during the murder. There was a Fukata bullet that came from Montserrat's gun in the killer demon's head.
The dark deduction of the dead demon's destruction is for another case file. The truth about where it came from must be dredged from the swamp of the mystery first.
Alright, witness.
Yeah.
Yep. There's just like no one. Like
Yeah.
you can accuse the demon of having brought the killer demon.
It brought itself there. Witness!
The facts and the
I'd be
truth
curious if
are
we get to
not
the end of
same.
this and if there is any acknowledgement from Sam and Lydia, like from Love Dies, that like she had the evidence to go after them and she, you know.
Yeah,
if
are
you
Sam and Lydia
choose-
gonna be like, hey, thank you for not
Yeah.
fucking dropping us in it?
I mean, I don't think, you know, because like they wouldn't know that you have that evidence, but yeah, if there's something from Love Dies, is like.
I mean, they know some of the evidence
Yeah,
we
they
have.
know
They
some
know
of
they
what we
slipped
have.
up in some
Yeah.
conversations.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd be curious if there's anything specific that's like, hey, thanks for not turning us in. I'm like, I didn't turn you in. The righteous man transgressed. Witness is the origin of the killer demon.
Laughable. I am a holy man, not a sinner.
Don't test.
I found the killer demon along with the demonic containment crate in the penthouse.
A demonic containment crate.
It is some kind of incarceration device that imprisons a demon with holy restraints. There are bindings and manacles covered in holy wards. These restrained the killer demon and kept it contained.
Why?
It was likely placed there ahead of time as a means to kill the council.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Construct a truth.
Is this a fact?
There's a secret demonology lab hidden within the dead zone. The lock on it is coded to Witness's blood vial.
Can you hear this beeping noise?
No.
Oh, Hazelnut is screaming at me. That is an old panic room. I never used it for demonology. Someone has planted that evidence.
I don't like this.
That lab has the same crates as the one in the penthouse. During the extermination 10 years ago, Witness managed to capture a killer demon and contain it.
A heretical accusation. How could I have done that?
There's a tunnel running from Sam's bar to the dead zone. Witness has been seen using it to access the dead zone.
Seen by who? A sinner that would besmirch the name of a holy man?
Show me your truth.
I like that we keep mentioning Sam in passing and then skimming quickly past why Sam is being mentioned.
Carmelina confessed to me that Witness maintained a secret demonology lab on the island in an abandoned bunker. This is what we just talked about.
Lies, lies, lies! This is a persecution of the holy.
Your truth.
Present your evidence.
Last night at midnight, Witness made a phone call to an unknown number. That number matches the number on a receiver attached to the demonic containment crate inside the penthouse. The receiver was designed to open the crate when it received a call. This would let the killer demon out, presumably to attack the council.
A ridiculous accusation. Why would I want to release a killer demon? Demons are abominations.
Why not explain how the phone number you dialed matches the receiver?
I can't explain a lie fabricated by a sinner. Can you prove this accusation?
I verified the
let me
data
see.
by using Witness's personal phone and a comms tower. He made the call and the receiver picked up, unlocking the demonic containment crate.
Lies!
Show me your truth.
That's it.
I have nothing to present. Uh-oh.
But how did the crate get into the penthouse?
Got it.
We'll come to that later. Sure, we will.
I'm not gonna read that again. I'm bored of reading that bit.
court finds witness
Yes.
again.
Okay.
Yes.
Guilty.
Okay, we got witness. Good. You have overseen so many wonderful islands. Why turn your back on us now? Such is the burden of a martyr. You may think of me as a sinner, but I work for a holy purpose. You have all strayed from the path, and the gods weep.
Paradise feels.
I hope they weep
wrong.
for you as well.
What was the play here?
The killer demon was placed in the penthouse as a remote weapon. The security crate was hidden in the room. When the killer demon was released, it attacked everyone in the room on sight.
That sounds risky.
I don't know if it was meant to kill all of the council. Just the presence of the killer demon would be enough to scare the council.
A dreadful truth.
Witnesses conspiracy.
Witness might have masterminded a conspiracy to kill the council.
He did, but we're not going to convict anyone else involved in it.
Yeah, witness masterminded a conspiracy that consisted of him.
Save. Third file.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm curious what it looks like when you convict everyone, but we'll do this. The crime to end all crimes.
Last night, the council were murdered as they birthed the next island through meditation. Was it power play or killing for kicks? Who did it and why? The crime to end all times. The murder in the night. The paradise killer. Who killed the council? The truth has aged like a fine whiskey. How does the whiskey on this island taste?
Judge! Oh
Pour us
my!
a glass of truth so that we may sip upon a vintage blend of justice. I want to know who held the knife. If the killer was set up by a mastermind, we'll deal with that later. I want to know who gripped a knife of murder in their palm of guilt. Yuri has testified that Henry was set up as a scapegoat. Will this change your truth? Show us the ultimate truth.
So who held the
Deinonagate
knife?
and... Oh, who held the knife is Deinonagate.
It's Deinonagate and the demon.
Yeah.
And it's both of them.
Yeah, there's two of them.
So I don't know who we...
I think let's go for Deinonagate. Because I'd like to focus on the Carmelina one.
I guess what we know is that the demon didn't finish it. The demon got killed by Montserrat.
Yeah.
So it
was
probably
definitely
killed some of
evolved.
them, but like Deinonagate is the one who actually killed them, finished it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Is this
And
a
then we
fact
might also add
or
the
a
demon.
yeah. Deinonagate is the Paradise Killer.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Construct a truth.
One, he said he did
He
it.
said he did it.
Before he killed himself, Deinonagate told me he killed the council.
Oh, I didn't realize he killed himself. I thought he just died of his wounds.
No, yeah, he did. He was given this mission by his mother, Carmelina. She engineered a killer. His room was bare besides knife combat training equipment.
This is nonsense.
These trials are over. This is a big lie.
No, it isn't. Deinonagate confessed everything.
Show me your truth.
crime is repulsive?
I found a knife covered in the council's blood on Deinonagate's corpse. If he didn't kill the council, the only way he could have got that knife is if someone had taken it to the penthouse and splashed blood on it before taking it to him. That is extremely unlikely.
Show me your truth.
That would be a wild thing to do.
When love
Deinonagate's
lies,
blood is at the scene. He
all
was
that
shot by
remains
Montserrat
are
and left blood
facts.
splatter in the penthouse. This proves that he got through the seals.
Leader Montserrat shot him.
Presumably in self-defense, Deinonagate attacked as the council's meditation finished. Montserrat was attacked, but as he fired his gun, wounding Deinonagate. Montserrat was growing paranoid. One of the manifestations of this seems to be carrying a weapon. I believe Leader Montserrat was the most awake while the others were still coming around from their meditation. Deinonagate got to him, but as he attacked, Montserrat shot. Deinonagate fled after the bullet went through him.
Show me your truth.
We know he breached the fourth holy seal. I'm fairly certain he didn't just turn around and go home after making it to the entrance of the penthouse.
Show me your truth.
That's it.
court finds Deinonigate
Deinonigate.
Deinonigate. Not Deinonigate.
Uh-huh. Deinonigate. It's harder to say.
Tendrils of conspiracy snake around us. Starlight has a case file that will help us chop back the tendrils and expose the truth hiding within. Review the evidence, investigator. Uncover your truth. Ooh.
Oh.
Yuri admitted to taking down the gate. Design.
Okay.
Yuri took KHX's key.
Yeah,
Carmelina
I mean,
recruited Yuri.
yeah, so
Fake
Carmelina,
sigil.
Yuri, and Akiko
Yeah,
masterminded this conspiracy. Okay.
yeah.
And then, yeah, the other one's gonna be Witness.
The witness
No!
masterminded the conspiracy.
How did they do it?
Ooh, I don't know. Can you explain this conspiracy? Can you refine a truth from the ore of crime?
I have a bad feeling
I
about
believe that
this.
Carmelina initiated a conspiracy to kill the council last night. She created Perfect 25 and wanted to make sure it was hers. Carmelina is being punished for her father's crimes. The Silence family were barred from ever being on the council as part of his punishment. Crimson told me that Carmelina has put in a number of motions to join the council that have all been denied. She's a genius architect that has helped the syndicate birth a potentially perfect island. Does she feel she deserves a seat on the council?
Caroline cannot
She knows the
find-
25th island will be perfect. Is she worried she won't get credit for it?
I don't.
Witness
like
testified that
this.
he's worried that Carmelina has changed. Maybe she expects more reward for her craft.
When love dies,
Carmelina had a secret
all that
child,
remains are the facts.
Dainonagate. What was it? Something like Dainonagate?
Yeah. Deinonigate.
She kept him hidden in transdimensional quarters that she built with her skills as the architect.
Deinonigate.
Got it.
Dainonigate, that's what it was. His father was Aiz Kawami. The council blood from his father would allow Dainonagite to breach the bloodlock on the third holy seal.
Crime cannot
Carmelina
hide.
presumably learned that Henry had been fathered illegitimately by Aiz and had been kept a secret. This meant she could get a secret child as well.
Paradise
He was like, hey, I want to get one of them secret childs.
When I found Dainonagite, he told me his mission had been to kill the council. He had a knife slick with the blood of council members. He completed his mission. Dainonagite would birth a new syndicate, dying for Carmelina's sins.
Crime cannot hide.
Carmelina took a lump of flesh from the god-crying grudge to get through the fourth seal. She fused this to Dainonagite's body.
I have a bad
Yuri
feeling
said he took
about this.
Dainonagite through the seals.
Is this a
Yuri
fact?
confessed to being recruited by
Or
Carmelina.
When love
Yuri is
dies,
guilty of going
all
through the
that
second
remains
seal.
are the facts. The facts and the
Yuri got
truth
the key
are
to the
not
second seal from
same.
KHX under orders from Carmelina.
I don't.
I believe
like
Yuri
this.
helped Henry obtain forbidden books on demonology.
When love
If Henry
dies,
became possessed by a
all that
demon, it would
remains are
initiate the end of the island and allow Carmelina's plan to be put into
I
play.
have a bad
Henry's position
feeling
called for an
about
exorcism.
crime cannot
Carmelina wanted
hide.
Henry to kill Grace Bloodlines to give him a prior history of murder. When he didn't step up, Carmelina intervened and killed Grace herself.
I don't like
A
this.
demonically possessed citizen would be the perfect tool.
The facts and the
Carmelina
truth
recruited
are not
Akiko into her
the
plan.
same. Is this a
Akiko
fact?
aided her by purposely leaving Henry alone with Grace.
Paradise
Akiko
feels
faked Henry's
wrong.
escape, putting a possible killer into play.
When
Akiko
love
knew the
dies,
first seal marshals would be
all that
killed and
remains
switched them to
are the
protect her
facts.
beloved marshals.
Crime is
Carmelina's
repressive.
plan was achieved by using her transdimensional corridors. Her alibi looked perfect, but she knew Witness would leave the room when he got a call. She knew
Test
Akiko would
me.
call at the right time and use that opportunity to slip out of Witness's apartment, get Dainonagite, and deliver her killer to the council building.
Do you have anything to say, architect?
This is nonsense.
You people will have nothing if it wasn't for me.
I beg your pardon?
All these islands that you drifted along on. All your tragic little lives. All given to you by me.
How dare you?
I facilitate the syndicate. I craft your homes.
What?
I have never been rewarded for my work. Never been on the council. Always leaving off to the side.
Not even perfect 25 got me the recognition I deserve. I don't expect the world, just some kind of reward to show what I did was worth it. Worth it?
Was this worth it?
It is cowardly to insinuate.
It would have
investigator.
been. You shouldn't have been called down. I'd crafted a perfect lie.
Crime cannot hide.
How did you know you'd be made leader during the crisis?
We have achieved perfection.
That's the irony. I didn't. I didn't expect justice incarnate to reverse the law and make me leader.
So what was the plan on the next island?
What?
When the chips are down, every one of the syndicate is a coward and a sycophant. You all want your little bits of power and for your little lives to carry on ticking by.
I beg your pardon?
The next council would be scared. All seniority would be gone, and I would be the one who had crafted perfect 25. I would make sure I had the
You have
throne.
no evidence.
My father was a victim, but treated like a criminal. He was executed by a coward. You people never appreciate what others do for you.
Is this a fact? Or a
The
truth?
Grand Marshals would give you a loyal army to make sure of it.
Is this a fact?
The plan failed. The truth is known. You arrogantly believed everyone would believe Henry, a citizen, was capable of breaching the Holy Seals and murdering the Council. Justice is immune to arrogance.
A hideous, heinous truth. A vile truth. Architect, you have been found guilty of conspiring to kill the Council. Your punishment is death. Convicted. The Onyxian claws of conspiracy
Onyxian claws.
tear at the flesh of this island. I can feel the dreadful shadow of this conspiracy looming over us. Can you explain this conspiracy? Review the evidence, investigator.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's evidence here. Who knows? Probably nothing to do with Sam.
Paradise feels.
I believe that Witness
wrong.
initiated a conspiracy to kill the Council last night. Witness has become a fanatic. He's radicalized himself as a devoted servant of the gods.
Don't test me.
He believes the Syndicate has strayed from the holy mission, and I believe he wanted to put the fear of the gods in
Don't
us.
test me.
Montserrat was devolving into paranoia and was becoming a dictator. Witness has repeatedly voiced his opposition to Montserrat's plan for the next island. Witness took matters into his own hands.
I have a
Carmelina told me about
feeling
Witness becoming
about
rebellious against Montserrat's plans. Witness openly rejected Montserrat's plans to wipe certain events from history and tighten his grip over Syndicate members.
crime
Witness has
cannot
become obsessed
hide.
with the idea of cleansing tide of demons. Like the ancient Great Flood, he wants the Syndicate to be forced to start again.
Oh, I didn't remember that at
I
all.
love dying.
Yeah, I did.
All that remains
I forgot about it,
are
but
the facts.
yeah. Remember once she said it. The key to Witness's plan was planting a killer demon inside the council penthouse. That demon would kill the council, and he'd get away with it.
You could have done it though, no idea.
Witness made a call at midnight to a demonic containment crate that had been hidden in the penthouse, unlocking it remotely and allowing it to start its attack. Witness had been experimenting in demonology in a secret bunker within the Dead Zone. He had imprisoned the killer demon and later weaponized it. Sam has a secret tunnel running from his bar to the Dead Zone. Witness used that to subvert the security on the Dead Zone and get in. Don't ask about, though. I don't know how Witness got the crate into the penthouse! Woo! We don't know! From the fourth seal,
There's a mystery.
Witness took Godflesh from Crying Grudge to bypass the barrier.
The facts and
Sam has the
truth
Godflesh in his
are
bar.
not
He
the
presumably used
same.
it to get through the fourth seal.
Lady
no!
Love Time.
No! The plan isn't foolproof. There were too many variables. Pinning your hopes on a wild killer demon and believing it wouldn't be traced back to you was foolish. No doubt the intention was a scare tactic more than anything else. Put the fear of the gods into the council to enact change. You used a killer demon as the messenger of angry gods to reshape the syndicate. The plan didn't have to be perfect to get what you wanted. All you needed was a catalyst for change.
On a day of horrible truths, this is one of the worst. Why, Witness?
The good news is I don't think Sam's getting a death sentence for that.
I'm surrounded by sin and heresy. You are all focused on the islands and your own little ambitions. What about the gods? What about our holy mission?
All but one of the pyramids sit empty, and we have existed for millennia. We are an embarrassment to the gods. The syndicate needed rebuilding.
Like
And you would be the one to do it.
The who is irrelevant. More important is why and how. Re-establish the priority in our faith. Resume our holy mission. Bathe in the radiance of our gods. I must die a martyr. I tried. I really tried to do the work of our astral lords. It wasn't enough, though. I wasn't enough, though. The sin on this island was too great.
I hope heaven is everything you want it to be.
Wow. Witness to the end. You are found guilty of conspiracy to kill the council. The punishment is death. Judgment has passed. Convicted. The parlor of justice has played host to the truths of the investigator. Were the truths as expected? Did the esoteric knowledge reveal the truth, or did it remain hidden in mystery? The investigator will become executioner and will execute justice. The trials end. Nice. We managed to avoid implicating Lydia and Sam. Did we get everyone that we wanted to?
I think so.
The verdict is... execute!
Okay.
Grand Marshal Akiko executed. Architect Carmelina, the verdict is... execute!
Yeah, of course it's gonna make us shoot everyone.
Carmelina Silence executed. Crimson Acid, the verdict is... release. Dr. Doomjazz, the verdict is... release. The accused, Henry Division, the verdict is... release. I mean, he's presumably getting executed before the next island anyway.
Yeah, he
The
was
Fairy
scheduled
Woman.
to be executed.
Lydia Daybreak. The verdict is... release. Sam Daybreak. The verdict is... release. Witness to the end. The verdict is... execute. Secretary Yuri Knight. The verdict is... execute. He's got so many convictions.
Yes.
The unforgiving spectre. One last kiss. The verdict is...
Yeah, we shoot the ghost.
yeah. The hidden killer Deinonegate. Yeah, she is already dead, Mary. This guy's also already dead.
Yeah.
The verdict is... execute. The bizarre killer demon. The verdict is...
The dead killer demon.
You have proven that Henry had nothing to do with the crime to end all crimes. He was nothing more than a pawn in a dreadful game of murder and secrecy. You have earned the title of Grand Investigator. Your weapon is unlocked. On the next island, you will reform the Paradise Psycho Unit.
Oh no.
Island 24 is about to die. Island 25 waits for us. What kind of island will it be? Are you happy with your truths? Did you get the convictions you wanted? Yeah. It's very funny that we didn't convict the killer demon. You entered into a battle with the facts, the truths, and the suspects.
Did you emerge victorious?
I guess you could presumably convict the killer demon for the council murder because Dynavigate's convicted for other things already. Also, it doesn't matter because they're both dead.
Yeah, they're both dead. So yeah, the release demon is already dead, so it doesn't really matter. But it's very funny that we can't convict both of them of some of the murders.
Yeah.
We can't be like, yeah, they both killed some of them.
Well, some of the crimes we did have multiple people, and so I think it's like they had to be already. It's weird because we did already establish that the demon killed some of them.
There,
so why didn't it get included in the same way that like Yuri and
that's very weird.
got included?
But, oh well.
Yeah, they don't let citizens go to the next island, so it's like, congrats, Henry. You get to live until the island gets destroyed.
Yeah, you get to live, and now we'll walk you over to the blood execution room and execute you over there instead of in this room.
or
maybe Lydia and Sam can grab him and leave and set him free. Although he does have a demon in him. So
yeah, he does still have a demon.
We can't actually let Henry go.
Yeah, we need an exorcist. We don't have an exorcist.
Yeah, we need an exorcist. He needs to be exorcised. You entered into a battle with the facts, the truths, and the suspects. Did you emerge victorious? This courtroom could only allow so many truths to emerge from their hiding places. Are there more to hunt?
Road trip sequel with Sam and Lydia and Henry. Look, I like Sam and Lydia. There's no way they'd take Henry with them.
No.
He'd be like, all right, kid, get the fuck out of here.
If you believe that things are not as they seem, there is still a way to punish the guilty. Grand Investigator Lady Lovedyes, I will leave you to execute.
You can just shoot else that you didn't manage to get.
You can just go in here at the beginning and just murder everyone.
Punish those that you deem guilty. Execution or exile are viable punishments. You may also let them go free.
Can we exile Sam and Lydia to the real world?
No, but that would execute them to the idle land.
Yeah, I was like, I think exile means to the idle lands, not to the real world. But it's like, it'd be nice. I don't know.
Please work for the best interests of Perfect 25.
It's time for justice.
Thank you, Judge. It will be my honor to execute justice.
When you are ready to wave goodbye to Island 24, do so from the rearview mirror in Lydia's car.
Yeah, if we'd executed Lydia, then how would we get to Perfect 25?
That's a good question. I guess they would probably have to defer her execution until after she gets to the... They're like, all right, you got to drive us all there, and then we're going to murder you.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone knows how to drive, Elmac.
Gate into Perfect 25. Use it at your discretion.
Good boy, Hazelnut.
Justice has been served.
Those of you which have not been found guilty of destroying paradise may leave and wrap up your business before we move to Perfect 25. A marshal shall take Henry back to his cell.
Aww.
Marshals will clear away the executed. They will not be remembered. They will not be honored.
Oh.
Yeah, so I guess we just leave Henry in his cell and wait for the island to end. She completed the job.
Was there more to do?
The investigator always trusted her heart. She would decide if paradise had been saved.
We are on Perfect 25, so it must have been saved.
Saved isn't a binary state. Solving a crime doesn't mean the world is fixed.
That's scary.
It is.
I hope she knew what she was doing.
I'm sure she did. This is Lady Lovedyes we're talking about. Okay. Paradise is indebted to you. No matter what truth you made, you believed in paradise.
I don't think that's true. We don't.
I hope that we'll never have to work together again. I hope that crime can be eradicated and paradise can be perfect.
That is an unrealistic dream. Crime infects every society.
You're right. The Syndicate's way of governing is flawed. It always will be. I look forward to working with you again. Truth will always need an investigator and a judge. When you have finished executing justice, please move to the next island.
No. I don't think we can execute Judge.
I guess not, no. We can turn our torch on.
Yeah, we've always been able to do that.
We can
So
shine
how
the
do
light of the
we-
torch onto the judge. Okay. Oh, so we could just go find other people and shoot them if we want.
Yes, we could go execute people. Can we talk to them?
I don't know. Should we find out?
Yeah, I think we should go try and talk to someone at least.
Yeah.
And then presumably we get some kind of epilogue, something. We'll see.
Yeah, let's go talk to Henry. I want to see what Henry's got to say.
Oh my god. Alright, I was
We're
gonna go
trying to
talk
talk to Henry first. He's
Crimson,
gonna
'cause
die anyway, so it doesn't matter if we pull our gun on him by talking to him.
I was gonna go talk to Crimson because she's closest. I assume because it has to give us at least the decision of like exile or execute. So I
Yeah.
assume it's gonna have a back out.
You want to save first?
I guess we could do that. There's a thing right here.
Yeah, let's save over the middle slot.
Why would I not just save over the last one?
Oh yeah, true. I got confused.
Getting saved.
Oh, God darn it. There we go. Hey, Crimson.
Ladies back in town. You got your gun back, justice has been served, and the PPU will be reborn on Perfect 25. I've got a favour to ask.
I'm not surprised.
You need people for the Paradise Psycho unit, right?
You want to be on the team?
I'm the glamour of the battlefield, and I have a good stock of secrets. Yeah!
Sure. Yeah, this is her dream, is to get back. Well, she wanted to be a soldier again, but I guess this is the closest thing.
Yeah, she wants to have literally any other job than being an idol.
Although, Crimson, you might be selling yourself a little short here. They need a new Grand Marshal.
Oh well.
You're hired.
Thank you.
I want a corner office.
Fine by me.
Good.
Did you need something before the end of the island, boss? Oh yeah, by the way, I'm gonna exile you. Farewell, execute, exile.
I'll see you on the next island, Crimson.
Sure thing, lady. It'd be very funny to give her the job and then execute
Yes.
her.
I guess maybe she just wants to hang out with Love Dies.
Have a job before you blam.
Oh yeah, all the marshals are gone now.
Oh yeah.
But Henry's back in his cell. God, this is gonna be like the longest stream. I mean,
Yeah.
we're really close, but like it's gonna take a while just to
Yeah.
walk around to these people.
Yeah, there's definitely not enough stuff left for it to be worth doing another stream.
No,
of it,
no,
is the
100%.
thing.
Yeah.
It's very funny that we were like, oh yeah, this stream's gonna be short because we haven't
Yeah.
got much left.
Well, it's like, how long could the trial take? Like,
Yeah.
oh, there's still a marshal here. Okay, I guess to.
What do you want, freak?
What do you want, freak? By executing Akiko, you've destroyed any hope of Perfect 25. At least try to redeem yourself by executing the true murderer. True justice.
The true justice has already been served.
Elvac points out it takes a lot less time without voice acting.
That's true.
Justice? Akiko would only ever act to protect the council. I don't know how you tricked a judge, but you'll never tricked me. Now execute Henry before this island shuts down. He doesn't deserve to see its magnificent end.
He doesn't deserve to die with the island.
That was quite a fucking show. I'm amazed I'm still here.
You were scapegoated. I was just doing my job.
The demon wants to see.
I appreciate it. That's the first time someone has stood up for me. I spent my entire life adrift. The world happened around me. I moved between currents. Nothing I did was ever good enough. Nothing ever worked. No one wanted me. You believed in the truth. Thank you. Oh, you can't exile him. I was wondering if we could exile him.
Oh, yeah, that would be interesting.
Save his life.
You can't leave this island.
I'm just a shit-munching citizen. There are a load more for you to abduct for the next island, right? I've got a demon in me. Can't have that on your precious new island, can you?
Goodbye, Henry.
Goodbye, Henry.
Of course.
What fucking ever.
Yeah, poor Henry.
Henry.
You could have taken him to the next island and
Worked out how to
kept him
exercise
in another
horrible cell.
Yeah, cell until they got an exorcist. It's weird that I guess we'll see, but I guess there is theoretically there's a bunch of syndicate members that are not council members that just have already been transported to the next island.
Yeah, there was like a few of them had already been taken over,
Yeah.
right?
But it's weird to they're like, well, we're just gonna go on. Like all of the like not just the council, but also all these other leaders are dead.
Inertia is powerful.
Yeah. Alright, so Lydia, Sam.
Let's talk to Sam first because Lydia's got to take us off the island.
Oh yeah, sure. Oh, and one last kiss.
Okay, yeah, let's talk to quick chat to everyone.
Should have done the one last kiss when we were over there because it's easier to get there from the courthouse. Okay, these steps. And then go this way. My chef, Montserrat.
Chef Montserrat.
I like the lighting change. The island is dying.
Oh, yeah. Opulent cigarette. Through the blood murder room. Oh yeah, just get a little look at the blood murder room if you haven't seen this before. This is where they did all the legally sanctioned murders of all the citizens on the island. And there's fountains of blood. This is all legit.
So you're also gonna stay here, presumably.
Are you happy with your tufts?
I think we're, yeah.
Yeah, as we can be.
As happy as I can be. Hard to be happy in the shadow of crime.
That's all anyone can ask, I suppose. I hope you enjoyed this investigation. My time on this island is at an end.
Enjoy Perfect Van
Enjoy Perfect 25, investigator, if you can. Goodbye, one last kiss.
Oh!
Whoa! She's gone. Okay. Sam, then Lydia.
We cannot execute one last kiss.
Or exile her.
Yeah, or exile her. Where's... Okay, there he is. I thought I could get there from here. I can drop down to the...
Time just dropping by.
Yes, that's right.
My unique plant.
One last drink LD on the house. I got a special one saved. Yeah.
Sure. Hit me. It's the end of paradise after all.
You'll have it neat, won't you?
Oh man, what is this?
A special blend, isn't it? Don't ask, the recipe is secret.
That hit the spot.
Can I help you with anything before the end, LD?
I'll see you on the next island, Sammy.
Take care, LD.
Yeah, I wish we could do anything to get them.
Yeah, just be like, hey, I know what's up. You should leave. Wow, we did it.
We did. Oh, hey, marshals. They're still...
If you want to live, stay back.
Okay, then. Is that what all the marshals say, I assume, outside of the... Yeah.
Stay back.
They're mad.
Stay back. Lydia.
Right on, LD.
LD's back, ladies and gentlemen. You ready to go? Yeah.
Let's go to the next island.
You sure you're ready to go? Yeah.
Time to get out of here.
Hop in, LD. Let's hope Perfect 25 is better than this island.
Ready to go!
Blam!
Closing island sequence 24 applications. Ready for island sequence 25.
Oh, I wish you'd been doing... Bitchin! Ruff!
Oh, you're coming too, are you?
Ruff, ruff!
Okay then, in the car.
Looks like you got a new friend, LD.
Let's go to the next island. Yeah.
That's right.
We had to execute a bunch of people, but we got a dog.
I'm looking forward to hanging with you and Sammy on the next island. We'll go and get a drink together.
I can't wait to see Perfect 25.
You think the Syndicate will survive this?
I hope not.
Doubtful.
Hard to know. Too much has happened.
You're going to have a hell of a time explaining all this to the Syndicate already on the new island. There's a power vacuum now. What if this happens again?
It won't. The investigator has breathed life back into paradise.
Whoop. I'm gonna miss Love Dies.
Oh no.
We could have had something special. Nothing brings people together like the impending obliteration of a pocket of reality. Still, at least the case of the Paradise Killer got her out of exile. Oh, he was supposed to have a Minnesota accent. Hang on. Let me channel the Minnesota accent.
Okay. We'll give you a moment.
No. Okay.
Oh, wait.
I wonder if her truths... I wonder if her truths were right. I guess I'll never know.
There was a tiny bit of that sounded Minnesota, maybe.
I think I fell into Irish again. I hope Perfect 25 was worth it. Okay, let's just go with Irish. Obviously, I hope they all die in a fire, but for their sakes, I hope they enjoy it. I've only known humans for a short amount of time, but they all seem to be idiots that only work for themselves. I'm sure they'll fuck it up nicely. Anyway, time to watch reality die. Yeah!
All right.
Great.
What a good game.
Yeah, what a cool game. It seems like a very small team.
Yeah.
Good job on the music, Barry Epoch topping. and lyrics and the other ones. Character voices. Darcy.
That's right.
Yeah, I feel like it's a shame that we didn't get to have a little conversation with Sam and Lydia about deliberately not convicting them.
Yes. Yeah, that would have been
liked
nice if, like, people that you let go but you have evidence against, if you could have a special conversation with them afterwards in that sequence.
Yeah.
Where you could be like, so...
Yeah, because they
you did
asked you
it.
to have a conversation with everyone afterwards.
Yeah, I was curious how much reactivity there is in the ending all that, and I was kind of thinking there probably isn't a whole lot.
Yeah, fair enough.
Which is fine.
Yeah. Our families.